Hopefully. It says you're live. Are we live? Can people see or hear us yet? I have no idea.
Have you been waiting for me?
No.
Hey, Alan.
How you doing? Are you okay?
I'm all right, darling. Sorry, I'm just sorting something out.
So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday night live stream. We're doing an open mic night tonight, so I'll put the link in the comments and pop in, come and say hello, and all the rest of it. You don't have to have your camera on, you can keep it off, as a lot of you already know. Sorry, it's a bit late. I've been trying to sort out the internet in the shed, so we've now got a cable that goes from my internet on the other side of the house. It comes through the kitchen, through the back room, and then all the way down the garden into here, into all those plug-in Wi-Fi extender things. So I'm hoping it now all works. We got the cable about 2 or 3 years ago, never used it. And then I got the extender and put it in the kitchen, and it didn't do very well last week. So I thought, do you know what? We'll plug it in, we'll bring it down here and see if it works tonight. So bear with. Hopefully the internet will be all right. If it's not, if we have problems tonight, then I'm going to have to buy one of those dongle things and stick it on the shed and hope that works.
Come closer to me. Hello, I waved because I didn't want to interrupt Scott talking.
Thank you.
He's a little yappy.
Yeah. Hi, Dave. Hi, Nat. Hi, Philip. HMP. Hey, Mon. Hey, Emma. Hey, Andy. Andy, thanks for becoming a channel member as well, dude. Appreciate it. Let's keep scrolling up. Yeah, I think we've got just about everybody that's commented anyway. Alan's disappeared. Planet Critters, hey. Least it's cooled down a little bit in the UK anyway. Mind you, hey Ray, it dropped down to 20 degrees today at work, and literally there was like, I was working on a machine, there's another lad there, and he's going, cold, isn't it? And I was like, do you know what? Yeah.
Where's he gone?
He popped up. His internet. So he'll be. Oh, there we go. He is back.
Sorry about that.
Alan!
Hey, exotic.
Alan!
Here it is. So, like I said, we are doing a open mic night. So I will put the link in the comments in a minute or two, and then we'll go from there. Before we get started, I will mention that Orthonoxini urobellitus is a burrowing species. So please set up yours in a burrowing setup. And I've probably said that
Ornithopterus auritivialis, the golden fringe fossorial spider.
It's a burrowing species. What we're doing, Scott, singing. Oh, mate, exactly. You, if you heard me sing, you'd be like, "No, Scott, we're not singing tonight. Definitely not singing."
No, he would love it. Just one cornetto, give it to Scott.
No, wife will be running down the end of the garden, going, "The neighbours are coming in. You've woke the kids up," and half of Coventry at the door screaming. The police have arrived. No, my singing's not to be listened to by human ears. That is my taste in music. That is literally for the van only. Hey, Chris, you okay?
Where has that man been?
Chris disappeared.
Where has my exterminator been?
Anyway, so a little while ago, well, not a little while ago, a week or two ago, we went to Wharf Aquatics, where Memorable Misfits down below Alan works. So you might, well, hopefully you would have seen Alan in that video, literally where he belongs, really, next to the fish, literally at one with the fish. Fed a few, walked around, had a few chats as well. It was a great afternoon, so thank you very much, Alan. Appreciate it, dude. And I must say, yeah, your knowledge, mate, was just like, oh my God.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It was, yeah, it's absolutely insane. As you know, I mean, I kept a lot of fish years ago. So I've been around fish people quite a lot. Still am. But again, say it again. Your knowledge is just like, wow, incredible, absolutely incredible.
I appreciate the kind words. Just to go on that a little bit, the thing what makes us good at Wharf Aquatics, and I don't want it to be all about that place, but the things what makes us good is we've got a big diverse team, and everybody has got their own niche and the strengths. And as it happened, I was on my strengths when I was talking to you, so it felt quite comfortable. I admit I've got weaknesses, but that's where other staff members and colleagues can come and fill that void.
Good to meet you too, Rachel. Yeah, I just, that passion for the fish that I once had has definitely come back.
Good.
So we are picking up, we've already got a male bristlenose, so we're picking up a female one this week, picking up some more shrimp. And basically my little brother, best mate, he's bought a load of fish and stuff like that. So he wants the L number plex out of it and all the rest of it. And he's gone, Scott, do you know anybody that? And I'm like, yes, me. And he's gone, yeah, but I can't sell them to you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So we've got a couple of bits coming this week. And we've got, I'm not going to say much. It's either going to be tonight or maybe tomorrow, but I won't actually video it. But there's something happening along the lines of fish and our little Noah. And oh my mate, I'm going to film that because he's going to be absolutely ecstatic. Absolutely ecstatic. But yeah, so what's going on, shall we say?
Right, this is the first time I've ever done a live on my phone or anything like this. So I don't know if I've not got my settings right, but I can't see any comments or anything. So if anything comes through relating to me or fish or anything like that, you'll have to let me know what's been said, if you will, please.
That's completely normal. Completely normal.
Is it?
Don't worry. Don't panic. Yeah. Me and Ling have got the comments. If I miss anything, Ling will pick it up and vice versa. The difference between Ling and Chris
so I'm going to have to shout it.
Is Ling literally just shouts at me and absolutely make sure to see it. Chris might be coming on a bit later on. He is out with family. Hey Matthew, you okay? So yeah, Chris might come. I'm hoping he makes an appearance about 9 PM just to give me the load of hassle. If not, Ling's got to do it.
What now?
9 PM.
Okay. I will go balls deep. I ain't gonna do a Chris. I'll do a Ling.
Could I be swore at 9 o'clock as a one-off?
By me?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will.
Ling, are you a bit of a metalhead?
Metalhead? No, I'm a D&B head. I'm a D&B girl. Not this.
We need to get some.
Not this.
We need to get some in your collection.
No. I'm a D&B all the way.
Nick. Anyway, Alan. Yeah. So what is a crack-a-lackin'?
So, what would you like me to do on this live stream? Do you want me to show you some of my fish? Do you want me to talk about some fish? Do you want me to show you some of the spiders?
Spiders.
I knew you'd say that.
Spiders.
I'll put it to the comments. Everybody in the comments, would you like to see some of Alan's spiders first, or do you want to see some of his fish?
Spiders or fish?
Or fish. Fish or spiders?
Or fish.
Or fish. Fish or
Spiders.
spiders. And if anybody says spoods, I'm going to go crazy. Any cichlids? Oh, here we go.
Look, spiders. Now we're going to have a vote.
Chris says fish spiders.
Oh, do you have any fishing spiders?
No.
Could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone with that.
They're using that spoods word.
Right, they're all saying spiders.
All right, we'll go around the spiders first, Alan, and
okay.
Then we'll go over and check out the fish.
So
I'm excited for the fish. Actually,
as I was talking to you in private the other day, this room, what I'm going to take you around now, is very much work in progress. So I haven't got lights on everything. It's a bit of a mess. So please don't judge it as being the real McCoy in the finished article. There's a lot of work to do in here, but I'll try and focus in on more of the nicer parts. Like I say, I haven't got lighting on everything, so I'm not going to be able to overly display things to you, but you'll get a feel for what sort of collection I've got so far.
Yeah,
Just before I exit this live stream again, like I did a minute ago, what do I need to press on my camera to turn it round?
So you go to settings, go to the camera, and then scroll all the way to the bottom where it says front back camera.
So on the 3 dots?
Yeah, on the 3 dots.
Yeah.
And then camera. Yeah. And then scroll all the way to the bottom. It's the last option.
that worked. I think you might have pressed the wrong one. Alan, if you can still hear me, it says you need to connect your microphone and your camera. So something has been pressed. Hey, Stu. Anyone know a date for the Coventry invert show yet? Yeah, it's in October. But if you check out the Inverts Shows UK Facebook page, it is all on there. Alan, you might need to exit and come back in again, fella. I don't know the exact date off the top of my head. I know Bristol's the 27th because I've got it written just here.
What date do you need?
12th of October, the Coventry date. Coventry
13th,
show.
12th to 13th is Coventry.
So it's the 13th. Is the 13th a Sunday? Hi, Charlotte. Just as you wanted to. Hello, you okay?
Yeah.
We're just waiting patiently for Alan to return. You curled your hair, Charlotte. Is that natural?
It's natural.
Looks a bit more volume than normal.
Yeah, well, it's been wet. It's been raining all day, so my hair's a mess.
Gone wild.
Yeah.
Lottie Lou, can your camera go up a bit so we can see your face a bit more?
There's light coming in. Yeah,
What just happened? Did you just dump down? What just happened? Oh,
okay.
there.
Come on then.
How's the open mic thing working, Scott, out of curiosity? Yeah, no worries. So a couple of people have already got the link. A little bit later on, I'll put the link into the comments. You can click on the link and then come join us up on stage, come and have a chat. And that's what the whole open mic nights are about. We first started doing them, I don't know, about 5 years ago, something like that. So just gives anybody a chance to pop on, come say hello and show off the stuff. Let's have a look. Hey, Jason.
Fuck.
Don't want to see more.
He's just dying casually.
There we go.
Is everything backwards to you, or is it looking normal?
Looks normal.
Yeah, it looks all good.
So I've got a lot of things in tubs, so they don't look fantastic on the camera, admitted, but you can see that the collection is slowly but surely building. And on the chimney breast.
I like that. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it needs more lighting. I mean, the truth is, I'm still a newbie to the spider world, so I'm not the most knowledgeable. I'm learning off you guys and trying to learn as, you know.
You had some. You do have some lovely spiders, though, Alan. So, what's in these tanks?
So what I'm doing is, when I'm doing my shopping online, I'm trying to find young females mainly, and then I'm buying half a dozen spiderlings at a time of that same species to try and grow my own males on the basis that eventually I'll be able to breed the spiders.
Yeah.
Now, I am finding that males are a little bit few and far between, and I also appreciate they're probably getting shared around circles of friends, that kind of stuff. So trying to grow my own out, it should prevent the hiccups that I might encounter when I'm struggling to find the male.
Yeah.
So I've got Cambridgei, I've got Minias. So I'm sorry if my pronunciation on the genus isn't great, but I say it as Salmopaeus. I've got several members from that genus.
Alan, you've watched videos for pronunciation, haven't you?
Say again, sorry.
Don't worry about the pronunciation. Don't worry.
No, we've got spot on.
So,
yeah. With your Salmopaeus, do you have Everetti?
I don't. I have Reduncus, Erminia, Cambridgei, and Pulcher.
Okay. If you get
and it does
Everetti,
range. Yeah.
If you get an adult Everetti or a sub-adult, let me know, because I have a male Juvi.
That'd be fantastic.
And then you can have a crab.
That'd be brilliant. I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
And I bring the light down onto.
I can help you with it as well, Alan, if it's going to be your first pairing.
So I'll go on to the first pairing in a minute, because I have done a pairing recently.
Ooh.
So other spiders, Ureotibialis, I think the one what we spoke about earlier, in a fossorial setup.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Thank you.
How an Ornithopterus or a tibialis should be put into, no matter the size. It should be in a fossorial setup.
Not trying to
Ephebopus murinus, the skeleton leg, that is perhaps one of my favourite spiders.
Pretty.
Yes. I love that. Absolutely adorable.
Curly hair. So the skeleton leg that I've just gone by is a female, probably another molt or two away from being mature, I would say.
Yeah.
So to couple up with that, we've got several juveniles. Again, I'm hoping to get a male to catch up at some point later for breeding.
Yeah.
Another genus I'm really enjoying, Chilobrachys.
You're in link territory massively at the moment, Alan.
Go on.
Good.
Which one? Sorry, I missed it. Which one?
So that's the red colour form, but I have got the Mikumi National Park colours as well.
No, the Chilo.
Oh, sorry. Natanicharum, the electric blue.
Yeah.
So there's a female in there. Then in this one, I'm starting to think it's a young male.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. A few Balfours. So I've got two sub-adult females in there. Over on the racking where we was a moment ago, there was a male. So that's all looking good for future plans. Oh, what else? So I'm at full stretch here, so I do apologise if this isn't very good. Avicularia female. Then we've got a Carabina versicolor female.
Yeah.
Salmopaeus pulcher female.
Yeah.
Salmopaeus erminia female. Salmopaeus reduncus female. And a Formingachilus arboricola female, which I've not seen since it's gone in there, but I know it's okay because it's behind the wood bark. And then the last four spider enclosures, three, sorry. you're not going to see too much. It would appear that everybody's webbed up, and I think they've gone into pre-molt. So there's the Makumi OBT.
Well, Red Cloud, recently, like yesterday and today, Pantera and Avenged Sevenfold. But I listen to a lot of different bands. I just put playlist on Spotify and press play, and then rock out.
Another Chilibrachus, the Discoless Blue. That's a female that I got from Dave Little Beasties in one of his mystery boxes.
Ooh.
And then in this one, it's a female, the red colour form of the OBT as well. And that pretty much sums up my spider collection at the moment.
How long have you been keeping for, Alan?
So the first spider what we had came into the house about 7 years ago. And it started with my son going to a birthday party. And I know everybody in the comments is going to frown upon it, but it was one of those where somebody turns up with an animal and all the kids get to hold it and all that kind of thing. And that was what ignited a passion for my son to have a tarantula. So his first one was a curly hair, which he kept in his bedroom. And that ignited a little bit of interest with us. And since then, we've had just a single one here and there. It's never been a serious passion or a serious hobby. It's just been something nice to complement what we'd already got. And then in this year, the fish house where it currently was closed down, and it's been reinstated into what would be a normal person's living room. So the fact that we've got the fish tanks and the humidity and temperature in here, it kind of plays in hand to a lot of the spiders. And I'm very lucky that my other half, Rachel, who is in the comments, she's also taken a liking to spiders. So there's no limit, really. We can have what we want in. They can go in the fish room and complement what we've got. So on a serious note, it's really been start of this year. And it's been the start of this year where we've started going to the invert show in the British Tarantula Society. You know, we really have clicked with a hobby. But I do appreciate, on a serious token, we've only been doing it for 5 minutes in the grand scheme of things. So we are very much newbies and still learning.
Wow, you've started, which is good.
Yeah, we enjoy it. I mean, a lot of my passion naturally is fish. I like breeding fish and looking into the breeding triggers, and I think that somewhat translates onto the spider world as well, and I'm enjoying both sides.
Well, they're both kept in tanks, and we don't touch both either of them. Very, very strong similarities. That's not a normal fish. It is not a normal goldfish, is it, Alan?
No. So this one, what you're looking at, the scientific name is Predatory annectans, and it is a West African lungfish. Quite an unusual creature, to be fair. It's been relatively unchanged for over 400 million years, and it has earned its name as the living fossil, which is, you know, it's such an oddball. In the dry season, when the water recedes, this will dig a hole down in the mud, maybe 12 to 18 inch, and release copious amounts of mucus where it'll slime itself up and form a cocoon. That cocoon is... Sorry?
When the riverbeds are dried up,
yeah. So when it does dry up, this forms a cocoon around itself, and that cocoon protects the fish and stops it from dehydrating. And that is called estivation. So it's very much like hibernation, but in the summer. When the rain season moves back in, this fish will emerge out from its cocoon and carry on doing its normal things. Bizarre, eh?
Chimpy says, Alan, were you talking to him in BTS with your partner heading to Graham to pick up some spiders?
It sounds right. Yes. Yes, it certainly sounds accurate.
Louise has asked, are they like eels?
I think what, sorry?
Are they like eels, Louise asked?
Morphology in terms of being a really elongate fish and the big dorsal fin in the undulating fin, you could say that they do have similarities. But this being a lungfish does have lungs and it comes up to the surface of the air. It's a little bit different, but I can understand the similarities and why somebody would ask that.
Does it still breathe underwater as well, Alan, or is it literally just gulping air from the surface? And then...
Can you see the little squiggly bit there, just on the side of its head? Oh, yeah. It's just disappearing. So feel free to correct me on this because it's not a fish I'm overly knowledgeable about. But I believe when they're young, they have external gills and they look a little bit like that you see on axolotls. As they mature, the gills disappear. So whether they become full-time obligate air breathers and lose that function to breathe underwater, that is perhaps something I would have to do a bit more studying on with that one.
What would you call the appendages? Are they legs, feelers? Are they...
Very much appendages. Yeah, so some people refer to them as feet, and they can use them for awkwardly walking across land, if you like. They'll awkwardly slither, but they're not feet in the true sense. They are, exactly as you said, an appendage. Would you like me to show you some of the fish?
Yeah.
Okay. So these are probably more familiar to people who's been around a fish tank. These are angelfish. You're never going to see anything like this in the wild. They are a domesticated man-made strain. They're what we call koi angels. And these was gifted to me by a good friend and colleague, Graham, at work. And they are eventually to be used as breeders. We're trying to create a particular colour strain of angels. Yeah, that's what we're working towards. Just another familiar fish within the hobby. These are what the cories. So there was called Corridorus sterbi, the Sterber's cory, but over recent time the scientists have had a big reshuffle with the names, and they're now in a new genus which is Hoplysoma.
Oh, so we've got hoplos.
So, yeah, I mean, you're familiar with the hoplo cats. I mean, these are a different cat entirely, but Hoplysoma, it might mean something like armoured body. So, take you down into this next tank.
Walking catfish, arm-plated.
Walking catfish. So, yeah, walking catfish are a fantastic fish. They are what they call a Clarius batrachus.
You got a Sodontis?
I haven't got any Synodontis now. So these are more angels in the collection. You'll notice there's two different colour forms here. The white ones have got a blue sheen in real life, which isn't being picked up very well by the camera. They are known as a Philippine blue. And the darker ones are referred to as dark marbles. Now, if there is anybody fishy within the comments, what I'm trying to do is breed these together to make a combination of the Philippine blue angels and the dark marbles. And then I will breed their offspring with the koi angels. And that will create something what we call a Pinoi Pariba. Now, if there's anybody in comments got a spare hand to have a look on Google, the Pinoi Pariba angelfish is absolutely beautiful.
You got any arowana, Alan? Exotic Room says.
No. So a big predatory fish. It's not something I keep. I mean, most of my tanks, I don't want to show them you all on camera because they're not ready, are generally smaller tanks. So I'm working with smaller species. My fish room is very much designed for fish breeding. So I remember when I was at work, the guys who write for Practical Fish Keeping magazine, I recall one of them asking me if I had one of the big display tanks from Wharf Aquatics, what would I do with it? And my answer was get rid of it and swap it for a load of smaller aquariums. Again, I can get a lot more out of several small tanks than I can one big one for my objectives and goals with fish keeping.
You got Tarantula at home?
Yes, you're going to be seeing those in a second.
Cool.
So, because I didn't want to show my fish room off to the world how it is at the moment with various tanks being quite bare, what I've done on my dining table is set up 2 little display tanks, and I'll show you those now. So
these are just so you can show the fish off for this live only. This is not or is this how you keep them more?
No, these fish here, I wouldn't recommend keeping any fish in a tank without a heater or without a filter, you know, that kind of things. Obviously, if it's not a tropical fish, then the heater could be questioned. But generally, I would recommend a filter. These little display tanks, there's no filter, there's no air movement, there's no nothing. So people in the comments might be thinking that's, you know, it's not quite right. And to some degree, I would agree. But these particular ones, what you're looking at are baby snakeheads, which I know you said you'd not seen anybody breed them before. No. So there are little babies in here. And a snakehead, a little bit like that lungfish, is also an obligate air breather. They have evolved to survive in hypoxic conditions. That means in water with no oxygen. So they naturally occur in swamps and things like that. So having them in this little volume of water, it makes complete sense that they're going to be fine until I put them back into the tank. So they are little baby Channa asiatica, which is the Chinese snakehead.
Have you got the parents there as well?
The parents, no, not to these ones. I know we've spoken in private about which snakeheads I've bred, and these particular ones do come in several colour morphs. There's some really striking ones, such as the red stripe. That's beautiful. Again, if anybody wants to have a look at those, feel free. Just to give you a little fact about snakeheads. So some snakeheads, when they've had the babies, they are producers of what we call trophic eggs. Now, trophic eggs are eggs that are meant as a source of nutrition rather than reproduction. In the fish world, it is almost exclusive to snakeheads. There is only one fish in the whole of scientific literature what also produces trophic eggs, and that is the Meridianalis catfish from Lake Malawi. Other than that, it is just some of the snakeheads that do it. The reason that trophic eggs might sound familiar to some people is because it is more familiar in amphibians and in some spiders as well. So a spider that you might find in the house or down in your garden, the Amarobius ferox, the black lace weaver, that does supply trophic eggs to its young as a first food.
Ah.
So you asked about Parachanna.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Parachanna is the African members of the snakehead world, and there are currently 3 species in that genus. And one of the species I have here in the next tank are Parachanna africana. And that's those guys just there. I'm not sure how well that's picking up on camera.
Oh, you can see them. And, oh, they're stunning.
Let me move the light round. Is it catching them right? Or there you go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They are absolutely beautiful, and they're a bonded pair. I don't know too many people who keeps this species or got a pair that's bonded, so it's quite a nice opportunity for anybody who wishes to try the hand at breeding them. What else can I show you? Yeah, did somebody in the comments ask about cichlids?
Yeah, a couple of people. Tristan said, what's the labyrinth fish? Is that what they're called, like birches?
So labyrinth fish, the scientific name for them is the anabantoids or anabantids. They have a labyrinth organ, which is highly vascularized for extracting, taking in the oxygen. So yeah, whoever said that, they're absolutely bang on with that. So yeah, they've seen me, so they're going to be hiding at the back, but there is a pair of cichlids there. And to show you some of the babies off them parents, I'll explain what they are in a moment.
Malawi, are they? Hey, Leah.
So these one, sorry?
Are they Mbunas?
No. So your Mbunas are from Lake Malawi. These particular ones, what you're looking at, are from Central America, the Atlantic slope of Costa Rica. The scientific name for these is Amatelania murnay, or the common name is the topaz cichlid. They are on the CARES lists of rare and endangered species. So it's good to be breeding things like this in captivity. And I appreciate this is not the most aesthetically interesting aquarium, but that's a rare fish there. That is a West African cichlid.
Where is it?
Can you see it right at the back there? It's just yeah, I can't zoom in any more than that.
Literally smack bang in the middle.
I can see that.
Oh,
one.
hello.
So that one is when people say they're going to go to the shop and get a betta. The betta is actually the genus, and that there are loads and loads of members in that genus. I think there's something like 70 species. So this particular one is a mouth brooding betta, where the male will take the eggs in his mouth and incubate them for maybe 2 weeks before releasing fully formed fry.
Similar to Malawi, but the female does it.
Absolutely, yeah. So instead of it being maternal like your Lake Malawis, these are paternal, so it's the male that does it. And then next door, nothing too exciting in that one. They're just some ruby barbs. They're being maintained in a small tank where they're being conditioned on good quality foods, and eventually I'll use them to try and breed for them.
Have you got any Malawi or anything from Victoria?
I've got nothing from Lake Victoria, nothing from Lake Tanganyika or from Lake Malawi. I have kept them in the past.
I love the trophy ops.
Trophy ops. It's the trophies. So with my tanks, there's a lot of black water. So fish what naturally come from water what's stained like a cup of tea. That's usually my sort of flavour when it comes to fish.
Have you got any true parrotfish then? Or any discus?
I've got no discus. I've got no parrotfish. Whoever it was in the comments who were asking about them being a labyrinth fish, that is one of my main passions in fish keeping. That is really where my heart is at, in the kind of things I enjoy trying to keep and breed.
Exotic Room says, have you got any snakeheads?
Have I got which snakehead, sorry?
Any adult? Are they Grammies in there as well?
Yeah, there's some pearl Grammies in there. So if you see the one with the orange tin at the back there, that's the male. When I'm talking to customers and explaining how to sex these ones, I often refer to that when we were kids and we used to pick a buttercup and shine it under your chin to see if you like butter, it's a similar sort of colour on the males. The females do not have the orange chin.
Is there any truth? Because I always heard it as a whisper, and I've never seen it actually done. But with gouramis, can you drip them over to marine?
I wouldn't believe that's true.
It was the only thing that ever spoke about possibly. Well, people actually like literally drip feed in their tank marine until it actually turned marine over a course of a long period, and that the gouramis.
You do hear it with mollies. And there are a lot of fish in the hobby which you would class as brackish. And so the brackish, it's in between freshwater and saltwater. At times they'll be exposed to full marine conditions and complete freshwater conditions. They can be highly adaptable. I think the term is urohaline, that they can do well in both salt and fresh. I don't believe that's the case with gouramis. A lot of them come from blackwater areas where there's really low mineral content in humic and tannic acid in the water. Now, if you look at salt water, for instance, I'd imagine the TDS is going to be quite high, and the electrical conductivity is going to be high in comparison to what they need to remain healthy.
Makes a lot of sense. Now,
I'm running out of things to show you a little bit, really, Scott.
When it comes to RO water, do you have to remineralise it?
So, RO water, reverse osmosis, as far as I understand it, pretty much strips everything out of it. So what I find I do is, for some of the fish what are real acidophiles, so they come from extremes of, acidic, I will mix in RO water with my tap water to get the desired hardness. And then I've been known to use acid, which I get from an hydroponic shop, to take the pH down to the desired level, and that can replicate the wild conditions. Some of the fish what are real delicate and they need them breeding triggers, it's paramount if you are to get success.
We used to use a product just called pH up and pH down.
Yeah.
2 different levels. Yeah, that used to be very good at changing the pH.
So your pH up and pH down, it does do exactly what it says on the bottle, but you generally find that there's a limit. So when you're working with some extremes of like a snakehead, there's one called a Channa bancanensis, the banker snakehead. That might be found in pH values as low as 4. So using a pH down, it's probably not going to get you far enough, or at least not in a concentration where it's cost efficient to keep buying it from an aquatic shop. I know that sounds bad that I work in aquatics, but the cost efficient way for me is to buy this stronger acid from a hydroponic grow shop and use a pH pen and take it down that way. And that seems to work really well.
Oh, look at them eyes.
So yeah, they're cute, aren't they?
Yeah.
So these are what they call the Indonesian leaf fish. Pristolepis grutai. They're quite a rare fish. To my knowledge, the breeding of these is yet to be documented. So there's 6 in here. If I could achieve that, I'd be quite proud. But who knows? We have to keep trying.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it'd be nice to do it.
Do you have to? I mean, yeah, I know what the answer is, but a lot of ones in the comments might not. But do you have to condition some fish similar to how we do with the spiders?
So if you remember last week when you'd got Dave on from Dave's Little Beasties, I asked a question in the comments about is much attention paid to photo period.
Yeah.
So some fish, the breeding triggers, you need to replicate what happens in the wild. And I guess that you could say that for anything. So the subtropical species of snakehead that I work with, they are governed by the seasons. So in India, for instance, they have similar seasons to us, but how our winters are cold and wet, there's the cold and dry. So what we have to do in a captive environment is cool the water down for the subtropical species in winter. And it can be alarmingly cold for what people would deem as a tropical fish. So one of the breeding triggers and for conditioning is to cool them right down in winter. And I'm talking as low as 10, 12 degrees Celsius. To coincide with that, as it's getting into autumn and winter, you've only got to look outside your curtains to see that it's getting darker earlier. The days are getting shorter. So in a captive environment, it makes complete sense to be reducing the photo period, having your lights on less. When we get through winter and we come out on the other side, which is spring, then as temperatures start to increase, the photo period increases. We start doing more water changes because we've just come out of the dry winter in their natural habitat. So conditioning is absolutely paramount if you want success on breeding the subtropical species of snakeheads. In terms of diet, it's really good practice, dependent on the natural diet of the fish. It's really good practice to be feeding live foods, things like Daphnia, things like Cyclops, brine shrimp. That can bring fish into breeding condition. Temperature change can be a big thing. So some of your South American species, their breeding trigger might be governed by the rain season. So when you're doing a water change, doing it with cooler water can get them in the mood,
That works with Malawi. My God, does that work with Malawi? Do a cold water change of about 30%, and then they're off. Just before Alan continues, we've got 3 minutes till 9 p.m. At 9 p.m, we do swear, we do have adult conversation. So just, if you've got any kids watching, remember to remove them. I'm not quite sure if Chris has got time to pop in tonight, so if he does at 9 p.m, just bear that. Red Cloud, we're currently listening to Alan, hence Ling is not verbally answering your question.
He's not coming. He's not coming.
Okay.
He can't
He told me
make
he
it.
might.
No, he can't make it. That's what he messaged me. He said he can't make it. He's going to be too late.
Ling, you're going to have to hold the torch and do it at 9 p.m. instead then.
I'll hold the torch.
A posh version of Chris. Jim's Reptile Jungle. Hey, Jim, says beautiful setups.
Thank you. So, just back on these setups, a lot of fish breeders will use a bare tank, so there's no substrate, there's no ornaments, there's no fake plants or anything. Aesthetically, it doesn't look over impressive. It's like a breeding tank for. It's just really basic and empty. Obviously, this isn't an outdoor fish house. This is what would be a normal person's living room. So it needs to be somewhere in the middle. So I'd like to think it looks relatively presentable, but still basic and bare enough that I can get in there and do my work and my maintenance, So the comment there by Rachel Gunstone, that is my better half, and she's requesting that Ling gives me 2 barrels of verbal abuse at 9 o'clock. Thanks, Rachel.
It is 9 o'clock. Come on, Ling.
It's not 9 o'clock yet.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Now.
Go!
Yes.
Shut your fucking mumbly fucking gob, you fucking ginger fucking wanker. Go fuck yourself, you fucking ugly piece of shit. And fucking what's your fucking name? Shut your fucking mouth as well, Alan. Nobody wants to hear your fucking stupid fucking fish. Fucking cunts.
Thank you. Oh, brilliant.
Quick. Right, I've got literally on the computer, there's 4 slots that I can see, and I heard a ding, and I looked and I thought, there's nobody else coming on, and then suddenly bang. And he's gone again. Oh my word.
Yeah, the posh version.
I was kind of thinking, nah, when Ling said he's not coming on, I thought he can't be coming on.
Yeah, you had the posh version.
We do now swear. We do now have a little bit of adult conversation as well. So if you've got any kids watching, you should have already moved them before 9 p.m. But there you go. Simon, I can go to bed now. Rachel says, brilliant, thank you. Is it? Can we actually... Now, in America, right, I'm a little bit morbid. I do. I'm going to get so much shit. But I like to see big, massive predator fish, get chucked in like 100 goldfish and watch them smash them up into pieces. Can we do that in the UK?
No, it's strictly illegal. The moral of the story is There's a lot of bullet points to it, but the moral of the story is we can't put any fish in any harm. So no, we're not allowed to do it. And although I know a lot of people do get a kick out of it in whatever, but for the most part, there's really no need. There are a few species in the hobby that are hardwired piscivores, and they can be extremely challenging to take dead or dried alternative foods. But for me personally, if you can get a fish, bearing in mind a lot of them are still wild caught, so they really are hardwired into them natural habits. If you can take a fish from the wild, which is a nightmare to get onto dry food, and you manage to do it, I think that's part of challenging and something rewarding to come of it, you know.
Yeah, I watched Predator Fins, their monster fish video over in, I think it was Thailand. So the guy that owns the local college has got some ridiculously big fish in some massive, massive tanks. I mean, they like stood in front of one and they just looked like midgets. The tank was that big.
Yeah, there's some really big tanks out there. There's a YouTube channel or, you know, a fish rescue called Ohio Fish Rescue, and they've converted a swimming pool in, and it's got arapaima, big red-tailed catfish. It's fantastic work what they're doing, to be fair. You do have to commend their efforts.
And how does he feed the arapaima and the red tails? He chucks in a load of goldfish. And in fact, in that pond, he's got a whole school of Malawi living in with them, hasn't he?
It's a right setup, yeah. It's a right setup, to be fair. There are a few oddities there.
The tanks he's got around his house are just like bigger than my shed.
So I think, Scott, I'm running out of what I'm prepared to show at the moment.
That's all right.
I hope that's give you some sort of insight into my fish room / spider room and shows you where I'm going. I know at the beginning of the spiders, Ling was mentioning about pairing spiders. So back onto the spiders.
That's what here, Alan.
Yeah, so back onto the spiders. Like I said at the very beginning, I make no mistake in saying I'm pretty much a newbie to this. I'm learning. I haven't got bags of knowledge. I'm at the beginning of my arachnid journey. But
Hello,
we have done.
Hello. Well done.
Hello, Tommy.
We have done his first pairing now, which is Neohulateli Incy, and that went well, and we've paired them twice. So any moment now, we're hoping to see an egg sac, and that's the first. That's hopefully going to be his first success, but time will tell.
Your wife says we need more spiders.
What did she say?
You need more spiders.
Yes. Can I mention where some of the spiders might be coming on in here, or is it not good practice to do that?
What do you mean?
So we've got some spiders arriving tomorrow. I don't think you'll mind me saying. They're coming from the buggery. So great. We've put an order in with Graham. It's brilliant, isn't it? He's a really nice lad.
Yeah, really nice lad. Really nice lad.
How do I pick my screen, mate?
What did you say? Sorry.
How do I see my screen fully, Scott? Because I've only got off Alan's thing on my screen in a minute.
If you turn your phone sideways, you'll fill your screen. At the moment, because you need a rotation on your camera, but because with StreamYard, I've set it up so we're all small and he's quite big.
Oh yeah, I got you there. I can see it now. Yeah, I couldn't see any comments or anything. That's all, Scott. Cheers, bro.
You probably won't.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, I didn't red cloud. No, I didn't see a one-legged OBD. There you go. You've done it.
Nice.
What were you saying, Alan?
Fimbria.
I can't remember.
What we got?
Oh yeah, so I was just saying that I've got some spiders coming tomorrow from the buggery. There's a few bits and bobs coming on there. Again, open to build up towards breeding projects. That's the objective.
What? Baboons? What are you specialized in, like species, genus?
Not really. I'm just looking through pictures and pictures and thinking, oh, I like that one. I'm being a little bit careful because I know some are a little bit more defensive than others. So I am being a little bit reserved. Having said that, I've probably got a few spicy species in the collection already.
Yes.
There is actually one on Zoo on Wheels, a link that I've been looking at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Chilobrachys, is it Wahini? Do you pronounce it?
Is it Hoini? Is it?
Qua.
Wahini.
Qua.
Wahini.
Is it the H one, the HUANIA or something like that?
Qua.
I used to say Hahini until the Asian corrected me. So
Wahini.
Wahini.
Qua. Qua.
Wahini.
Wahini.
Just say Wahini.
So, Ling, have you still got that female?
Yes.
Will you kindly put my name? Is she? I was just going to say, would you kindly put my name on it, and I'll go on the website later on.
I will.
Thank you.
Sleazy Boy just put $5 on chat. Says, do you ever think Balfouri tarantulas will have a riot and turn against humans? Yes, most definitely. I would be quite happy being eaten alive by a Balfouri on Rampage. Maybe if we get World War III, maybe the nuclear fallout will affect the Balfouris and make them into like same size as a house or something. Monstrous.
That'd be crazy. Alan, have you got any jade? Angelfish?
No, so I've got 3 strains in the collection at the moment. I've got these dark marbles, so the darker ones of the 2, and the Philippine blue.
Okay.
And I've also got some koi, which the lights have just gone off now, so I don't think this is going to pick it up. 1 second. Just give me a second.
No worries, mate.
Rachel
might just go.
some Papilopus famosus. You need to get pumpkin patch.
Yeah, she wants some of those off your website. So as I was just answering the angel question, so I've got 3 different strains. I've got the dark marbles, the Philippine blues, and the kois. And the idea is that we'll breed the dark marble and the Philippine blue together. We'll take their babies and breed them with the koi. So the blue, the black, and what they call the stripeless gene will all combine together to produce a Pinoy Pariba. So if you've got Google next year and you want to type in Pinoy Pariba and have a look at those angels, they are absolutely stunning. And the long-term plan is to get those breeding, then take them into my place of work. I work in aquatics.
Yeah, I used to work in aquatics as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm from Leicestershire, so I used to work in Welford Road Aquatics. I've got a big tank myself. I've got a 200-litre bow front jewel. I've got all tetras and natural planted and all that.
Oh,
I've got
brilliant.
Everything.
Cool.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant.
What
have you got in there? Sorry.
I'll show you now if I can just flip it on quickly the lights. I'll give you a quick look.
I'll swap. I'm just going to put you on little screen for.
That's fine. And I'm going to see if I can figure out how to put the camera back on me, okay?
Yeah, no worries. No worries. There we go.
I'll stand back a minute so you can have a bit of a better look. I have just woken up, guys. So I've got some premium mollies in here. We've got some black mollies. We've got natural planted. We've got Anubis. I have got a rope fish in here. We've got a bristlenose plec. We've got some bleeding heart tetra. We've got some Japanese fishnet. I don't think they're Japanese. I believe they're Siamese fishnet algae eaters. We've got a Cory. We've also, somewhere in the substrate, got a zombie catfish, better known as the banjo catfish. They pretty much bury themselves in the sand, and the minute something comes across, it's dinner time, basically. I've also got a rope fish. I don't know where he's hiding at. I've got a rope fish in there as well, what you can call it the reed fish. Similar to a bertra in a way, but not as big, I don't think. But yeah, this is just a natural.
The ropefish look more scaly to me, I think.
Yeah, I think as well. They remind me of little water snakes in a certain way. It's just in the corner there. But for me, I try to do. I don't add any like oxygen bubble bars or anything like that. I try and put as many plants in as possible, just to add more oxygen to it. And I did have some salvinia in here. Hopefully, I don't drop my phone in. That'd be a bit terrible. But yeah, I got some salvinia in there as well that I've just put in, just to help like keep algae down and obviously naturally oxygenate the tank as well. But I used to have Malawis and all sorts, but I've got more back into reptiles and tarantulas. So this is my only aquarium at the minute. If I can sort this out.
And the way I understand the gas exchange is you need the oxygen or a wave maker or ripples at the top of the surface because the gaseous exchange takes place on the surface.
Yeah, and then you end up with like a film. If you've not got no movement in your water, you get like a similar to like on the motorway when you see leaked oil and stuff. There's the ropefish it's popping out a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Quiet. This is going to come out for the stream. We don't know. But yeah, I've got some tarantulas as well. I used to talk to you, Scott, a few years back, mate, when we all used to come on YouTube and stuff. I used to live in Lincolnshire at the time. I had some Balfs and a couple of other little bits. Nothing too crazy.
What, you used to come on the actual stream itself?
Yeah, there was me, you, Jaden, Amer, the librarian guy from Scotland. There was loads of us. We all had our own YouTube channels. Mine was it Viking Exotics or something?
That was years ago.
Yeah, years ago, 2020 it was.
Fucking hell.
I've got a good memory. Let me put this camera back round as well. 1 second.
How can you move back down here? Oh well, but down here.
Yes. So I was looking after my grandma. I was looking after my grandma. My grandma passed away. So I come back to Leicester, but I had to go into hotels and stuff. I had to give my collection up. But I'm back into it now. I'll show you the teas. I'll take you in the room. I'll show you what I've got reptile wise. We've got Leachiandas, geckos. We've got a lot going on. But let's have a quick look.
That was in the Toshi Twizzler days, wasn't it?
What was that?
Where I just didn't have the beard, did I? I just had the Tosh back then.
Yeah, you didn't have the beard. You just had the stash. And everyone was in what was the group on Facebook? It was Raggy Tees. Everyone was in there trying to get the t-shirts and stuff. And yeah, it was a bit hectic those days. But let me see what we got. So
no, I'm not even in the Raggy Tees group.
No, I'm not. This is an empty enclosure, guys. I brought a Leachianus gecko. He's a bit too small to go in this at the minute. So this is going to be bioactive. Got no lights in a minute, guys. But I've got an orange lily white crested gecko in there. Got a gargoyle gecko. Everything's probably hiding because it's still, yeah, everything's literally hiding in corners. I haven't really got too much to show. I've got a boa constrictor, CB25 boa constrictor in there. He's albino, so I kind of have the lights off just not to mess his eyes up. These are good for baby enclosures. If anyone's got baby crested and stuff, you can kind of see one on the back there. That's just your harlequin. We've got a chocolate orange gargoyle there, and hiding under that log bit of bark is a Leachianus. And then we've got P. sazama in here, guys. That literally ate a dubia roach a couple of days ago, so it's gone under hiding in a minute. We've got the Aviculara purpura, which is in this one here. If you can see her. So that's then. How the hell did you get? There we go. Wait 1 second. I was trying to figure this out. So yeah, we've got the Aviculara purpura in there. We've got a Balfouri sling in here in a minute. That's only about 2 centimeters, and then I've got a 1.5, 2 centimeter G Porker in the back there that's due to go into molt. I'm currently after a P. Irma. If anyone's got any juveniles, I'm sick of getting slings, to be honest with you, but I'm trying to get
a what?
A P. Irma. If anyone's got any.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Sorry, if anyone's got any sun tigers, P. Irma or Emmanuel, however it's pronounced, that'd be great. What's that, sorry?
ZooOnWheels.com, ZOWLimited.com's got Emmanuel's. They did have.
Okay, appreciate that. And there's a couple other teas I'm after as well, but nothing too crazy at the minute. So I'm just getting back into it again. I do want to do a Balf communal, but just getting the right enclosure and everything. So, yeah, but are they bigger than 1 centimeter though? Because I don't really want loads of 1 centimeters. I'm trying to get a bit.
Yeah, they're
But
bigger.
like 3 or 4 centimeters, 2 to 3 centimeters would be sound.
Yeah, they're bigger.
Okay, if someone can put that link in the comments at some point, I'll grab that and obviously go and do some purchasing.
Right.
Ling, I'll follow you on TikTok if it's on your TikTok. If it's your thing, I'll drop you a follow or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I do TikTok as well, guys. My name from TikTok is Exotic Room 93. You can see my animals a lot clearer on TikTok, guys. You can see my tarantulas feeding all sorts on TikTok. So if you want to check that out, show some love, appreciate it.
Andy's had a quick look on Zoo on Wheels. They've got some grown on Sun Tiger.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to grab one of those next week then. Appreciate that.
I'm always going on Zoo on Wheels and Spa, and I look on Spider Shop every now and again.
Yeah, I've been buying from Spider Shop. I did check Spark Spiders, but obviously it was at the show, so it was away till the 9th. And then Portsmouth Tarantulas have got a couple of okay things, but never ordered from them before. Everywhere else, I'm not really too clued up on everywhere else.
Obviously, you can't go wrong with Spa Spiders at all, because they're just one of the best, if not the best. And then you can't go wrong with Chris. So.
Yeah, who's Tarantula Room? Is Tarantula Room? Who's that one?
Crystal. You can't.
Yeah. I've got him on Facebook. He was going to sort me a load of baths out, but there was only 1 centimeter, so I didn't know what to do.
No, we've got bigger ones on Zoo on Wheels.
Yeah, what's your shipping like next day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I'll get paid on the 22nd, so I'll make a purchase. Appreciate that.
Just remember though, it is next day, but Chris also works and he's manager at the place. So sometimes you might put it on.
We do set days, so you'll read on the terms and conditions. It says the days that we post out.
Yeah.
All right. So if you get paid on the 22nd, that's a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So we post on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, I get paid at midnight, so I'd make the payment essentially Monday about 12:30 in the evening, and then obviously it'll be ready for Tuesday shipping if it's the end of the day, won't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you.
Andy had one of the BTS mystery boxes off Spa Spiders. Yeah, they're the best.
But yeah, Scott, what happened to the Scottish guy who did the YouTube channel? Was it Librarian or something? He had ants and all sorts, didn't he? I can't remember his name. I didn't know if he was still going.
Oh, youngish lad.
Yeah, was it like Andy the Invertebrarian or?
You got the Invertebrarian. I
can never remember his name. He looked like Billy Connolly.
Yeah, he's still going.
Oh, wicked man! He was a cool guy. He was. I forgot all about him.
Yeah, Adam's still going.
Yeah, Adam, that's it. Yeah.
He's like myself. He's into all sorts of different stuff.
Oh, wicked.
Not tarantulas. He's got ants. He's got slugs. He's had leeches. He's just doing a crab setup. He smashes it.
Nice one. I'll have to check him out.
I'm quite surprised his channel hasn't absolutely shot up because his knowledge is incredible.
But I think what helps YouTube people now is shorts. Shorts are doing a lot for people's YouTube channels. We didn't have that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I don't think.
No. Northern Exotics, that's what he told me to do. He says, do shorts. He said, this thing's coming on YouTube, and I never did when I should have done.
Yeah, I've done some shorts the other day. And I done some shorts just messing around with my Balfour slingy, and I got 600 views on it in like a day, and I was like, what the?
Happy days.
Yeah, it's crazy. I ain't got many subscribers, but
I don't really look at the views anymore. I like it. If I do a video and I get a dislike, I know I'm doing something right.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's God's honest truth. If I don't get a dislike, I haven't got half the energy to do the next video.
Yeah.
I like to get that dislike, I do. Fresh Juice says, I hate the short stuff. Almost only way to grow apparently now. Love shorts, just hate making them. I don't know. I'll just do whatever I fancy doing. I don't.
Yeah. I just upload a TikTok video, to be honest. I just take a video off my TikTok and put it onto a short in YouTube, and I'm done. I ain't really got to do anything.
I mean, that's the thing with YouTube and TikTok. Everybody will tell you to do this, that, do this, and try that, and do this. my best advice is to literally do what the fuck you want.
Yeah, that's it.
We're not, we're not going to become millionaires or off YouTube or anything like that. And if you're in it for the money when we're doing spiders, then you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, definitely.
Just the way I started and the way that I'm continuing is basically when I'm old and grey and I've got the grandkids, I can go, look, your granddad used to be on the TV.
Yeah,
or if I ever get to like a stage where, like a bit like Ozzy Osbourne is, if you like, and I can't keep the spiders and stuff like that, then I've still got the YouTube to look back on. I always wanted it as history, and I thought if I can do a bit of history on myself to look back on, because as a kid we only ever had pictures, didn't really have videos. I thought that would do, and I thought if I can get a bit of like education when it comes to keeping your spiders correct, then happy days.
Because I think, Scott, I'll tell you something, Scott, that will cheer you up a little bit. Well, it might cheer you up. You might just think I don't give a fuck. Well, one of them will work anyway. But there's a lad you've got him on TikTok called Diablo's Tarantulas or Diablo Spiders or something.
Yeah.
And I was just telling him about you're doing a live now, and he said, "Oh, Scott and Dark Dan are the people that got me into tarantula keeping." So I thought I'd just put that out there for you.
Appreciate it. Right, you gorgeous fucks. I need to go eat. See you in a bit, Simon. The only thing with that is I can't stand Dark Dan because he's a prick.
Yeah, I remember when we did a live and he came in.
I know it sounds nasty and all the rest of it, but I've got a reason behind it. So I stopped watching him a long time ago. I got sent his video of him like he's literally going and throwing a spider up in the air and pretending it jumped. I did not fall for that. But the reason I don't like Dark Dan is because when he came to England the second time, my daughter Layla was she 15? This is a long time ago. She was like 9 or 10. So she just like started to get into the YouTube. She was coming on the channel with me, and he was at one of the shows, and he was literally by himself doing fuck all by himself. And the daughter went up to him, said hello, and all the rest of it. And he literally looked at her, gave her a dirty look, turned around and started fucking around on his phone. And I had to go over to him, and because she come back quiet. So I went over to him, and a Scott reaction when you piss off one of my kids is probably the worst reaction you're going to get. So I went over to him and said, mate, who the fuck do you think you are? And he just obviously just looked at me like, what? And I went, that's my daughter in tears because you just fucking ignored her, you prick. I said, when she comes over, I'm going to send her over again, and when you're going to talk nicely and make a big thing of it. And he just looked at me and went, mate, I'm not messing around. And when I got Layla, and I said to Layla, I said, look, I've just been seeing him. He says he's really sorry. It's just like his mum messaged him. And that's the only reason. And then I took Layla back over, and he actually had a conversation with her. And I think that if you put yourself on YouTube, TikTok, or anywhere, if a child comes up to you at a show, you stop what you're doing. It can be anything, and you pay that child attention.
Yeah, because they're the future of the hobby, essentially.
Up to you, they're keeping spiders and all the rest of it, and it just pissed me off. And like 6 years later, I'm still pissed off about it.
Yeah, I get that.
So, hence I don't like him.
Yeah, I get that, man. The only reason I watch him is I can for some reason understand his Latin terms better than people in English. And he's like "Ceratoses na lingi" and all that kind of shit he does. That makes I can kind of understand that a bit more. And when people say something in Latin, I'm like, let me say it in his voice so I can understand it, and then I get it. But
I used to really worry about my pronunciation, and it's like Andrew Smith says: as long as the other person knows what spider it is, it doesn't. You're going along the right line. So I'll try to pronounce stuff, and then I'll come on a live, and then Ling will correct me. So it just and the reason I don't now keep trying to pronounce it to get it completely right is because we're all human. We all make mistakes, and a lot of us can't actually pronounce correctly the Latin names, and that's not because we not through the lack of trying. It's just the vocabulary and the way we move our tongue and the mouth. We just physically can't get it out correctly.
Yeah, definitely.
She can do everything off literally it just rolls off the tongue. Nanacarium, I cannot for the life of me. She says it every single time. It just does not come out my mouth, and I'm quite happy with everybody taking the piss out of me for it as well. It does not bother me. But that's beauty of like live streams.
I've got a tarantula question. You know the P. sazami? Why is there an L. sazami as well? Is it not the same tarantula or is it different? I'm a bit confused on that.
Different.
Different. Okay. I thought it was one tarantula was the same thing because they're both blue, ain't they? They're both the Brazilian blue, aren't they?
It changed genus. It got redescribed.
Oh, got you.
They found bits in taxonomy that elements of the spider's body, the anatomy, resembled the same genus as another genus, so they re-described it.
You find in the spider world, a spider can be moved from one genus to another, then it can sometimes take a new wave of scientists, then it gets put back into the previous genus that it was in before.
Well, if you look at the Valhalla, so at the minute it's Cereopagus, but I think it should be Ornithymus because it's arboreal. If you track right back through the spider catalogue, right back to where it was first discovered and described, it's gone through various different genus. And I think personally, this is my personal view, I think that specimens were studied as young slings and juveniles where they burrowed down into their tube webbing. So therefore they were then into a genus that would have been fossorial. And then as they've grown bigger, they were starting to be found up higher, and then they were regenus to be like in an arboreal genus. But then someone else found them and they're like, oh no, it's further down, so let's regenus it again. And they started looking, and now we've got modern technology where we're actually looking at like seta, like hair placement, tibial apophysis
DNA sequence,
elements around the maxilla, things like that. So I'm not going
to. They do it with a Brachypelma, don't they? There was a Brachypelma that got taken out, and then they put it back in, and then they've took something else out and put that in now as well. I can't remember the exact Brachypelma it is, but there's one of them.
There's a few. There's also a few like Tilicatals that were previously Brachypelma, and then they've been put back into Tilicatals.
Yeah, because you've got the Honduran version, haven't you, which is a fake version, and then the Nicaraguan curly hair is the correct, I believe, or is it the other way around?
No,
Nicaraguan is the true curly hair.
Honduras is just an island in the middle of a lake where they've found some curly hairs.
So Honduras, Nicaragua is true curly hair, and then you've got the hobby forms.
When you're looking at hobby form, if you have a hobby form, for fuck's sake, don't read it.
So you can tell the difference between hobby and true is the true really do look like Brillo pads. They're really, really dense in their setae, in their heads. Really quite curled. Whereas a hobby form is a more grey colour. Whereas the true is more like a brown with like a silvery sheen on the like gold, like sheen around it, like almost like it's got an aura to it.
Yeah.
Hobby forms their hairs are not as dense and they're quite straight.
There's some hobby forms where you look at it and then you look at a vagans and then you look at a curly hair and then you look at a vagans and you think you're one of them, but I'm not quite sure which.
Yeah.
With the hobby forms, because vagans were paired up with curly hairs back in the day, and now we've got a ton of hobby forms and people still fucking breed them, which is
we've got hobby vegans, we've got all sorts.
There's a few genus that's just messed up.
What I'm stuck with as well, people keep recommending to me, they say, if you want to get an arboreal that's a bit more like spicier, people keep saying between me rather get the P. Irmania, or whatever it's called, but their venom is probably a bit crazy for a new world. It should be an old world. And then other people are saying get a P regardless. So I'm kind of stuck between which one to get into for a bit of a obviously more faster arboreal.
So with Emernias, yes, you want to keep them arboreal, but you also want them to be able to create like a bowl burrow at the bottom of that court bark as well.
Yeah.
So they will literally create. Say there's your court bark tube. They'll go up and down the court bark tube, but then at the bottom they'll have a burrow at the bottom as well.
I gave
So
them Eagles bottles.
Tutorial.
I couldn't find the bottles.
The reason people look at Emernias is because a lot of people recommend those as a stepping stone between new worlds and going into your old worlds, because yes, their venom's a little bit more potent. It's probably about what, like a bee sting, wasp sting. I've never been bit, so I'm just going off what others have said.
Their toxins aren't that potent, but their attitude resembles an old world because they're not spicy, but they're a bit more less tolerant of you piss-arsing about with them.
Yeah, because that Tarantula Collective, I don't know how accurate Tarantula Collective stuff is, but he said it was about 6 out of 10, and the venom can impact you for a few days. Like you can get aches and muscle cramps and headaches and spasms and stuff.
Yeah, but you can get that from any spider, any New World spider as well. It depends on your immune system and how you handle that bite. A centipede bit me, and the centipede died, and I didn't feel a thing.
Oh,
like, you know, it depends on your body as well. I could go outside and get stung by a bee and come in and be fine. Scott could go out and get stung by a bee and come in and have an anaphylactic shock.
Yeah.
You can still get anaphylactic shock from spider bites as well. It depends on whether you're able to, like, your immune system is tolerable to it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As along the lines of, this is why I always go off and say, look, you know, that it's gonna hurt, or it's gonna hurt a lot, because one, I've never tested it on myself. Do you know what I mean? So I can't really comment. But like Ling says, when it comes to like him saying, oh, you'll get a headache, you'll do this, you'll do that, you'll do that. To me, that reminds me of somebody that's gone online. Have a little think about paracetamol. Gone online. I'm just using paracetamol as an example. You'll get the reference. Google paracetamol, and it says will get rid of your headache. Possible side effects are diarrhea, sickness, nausea, headache. So then somebody's took the side effects and then go, oh yeah, you will get this, you will get that. It could affect you for a year. It could this, could that, could this, could that. It's a bit, it's not.
Yeah, really. I guess it goes off an individual person and individual case, and depending on their immune system and stuff like Ling said.
100%. Again, imagine if the only thing in the world you're allergic to is Pseudomonas venom, and you get bit. And your mate got bit.
That's a piss taking it. The one point you want to keep, and then boom.
You get bit, and like your kid disappearing.
This is the same thing. You can see me itching like fuck, and I've even got a hair roller to fucking itch me, because Chris can touch Xenethus, right? If I go near Xenethus and it flicks hairs, I am literally wanting to get a skinning knife and just take my skin off. I can't do Xenethus hairs. Chris can poke them fine. But there's other spiders, like New World, people can't go near. Like Christoph, for example, with brachy hairs, I'm fine with. But I don't really deal with New Worlds anyway. I don't really keep them. I do have some, but I'm not really. I'm a fossorial girl. I'm an Asian fossorial girl.
Yeah.
I really have a passion for Asians.
What have you got any tie? Have you got what? I don't know what species it is. Is it the yellow tie? Is it the arboreal tea from Thailand? What's that one's name?
The yellow what?
Is it a tie? It's got tie in its name, in its common name, anyway.
Wait a minute.
I seen one get rehoused on TikTok today. That Tarantula's got one, and she housed it on TikTok today. It's a tie, ornamental tie fringe size.
That is an ornithocinus creativialis, and that is not arboreal. That is fossorial. That shouldn't give you. It's a fossorial spider.
That is not how you rehouse spiders. Yeah, for a start, you don't put it on this much substrate.
So, I breed them.
They never in their life go arboreal. They live underground. Mine over there is like this deep in substrate, and she's at the bottom.
I think I've set the door mouth now. I've set the door mouth now. Here we go. This is it.
No, I breed ornithocinus, right? You need about, even for a sling about that much substrate, right? In a nice.
Yeah.
For a juvie, you're going to need like that much. For an adult, you're going to need more than that. It needs more than an inch substrate, and it's not terrestrial. It's not arboreal. It is a fossorial species.
So, can you break down what fossorial means to me? Because I don't think I've ever kept a fossorial tea before. Just I know.
Fossorial means deep burrowing.
Okay.
So very, very deep burrowing. They literally live in a tub of mud and it needs to be a tub of mud. And
Yeah,
they
like what
literally
Scott's got there.
out, and their legs are just outside their burrow. Look at that. Look at Scott. Go big screen. So that is a sling. That is a sling.
Yeah, hers wasn't in that. Hers was in an acrylic tube. Oh shit!
You know.
Yeah, I know. Ridiculous, but that's an inch.
This is a sling, and that is a deli cup filled almost to the top of substrate. That is how fossorial spiders should live.
Yeah.
That is a Thai golden fringe, which is an Ornithopterus aureotibialis.
If it will.
Nice.
It pains me to see people not know anything about them and try and teach people about them.
And it's female.
Pains.
Can anyone recommend trusted seller for true spiders? I'm looking for some Hogna or Stegophis genus. Spar spiders and the spider shop.
Yeah, spider shop's got a few true spiders in it at the minute.
Yeah.
The thing with spiders is they're fragile, right? So I look on a good seller of a spider like this. If they've packed it well and all the rest of it and it arrives dead, if you then contact them and they sort it out really quickly, they're a good seller, because at the end of the day, if it's packed well, they can't do anything in between the point where they put it to the whatever postage service they are going through and your house. They've got no control over that part. So if it's packed really well, but it gets spun around, dropped around, kicked around, used as a rugby ball on the way, of course, this fragile creature is going to get harmed through that.
Yeah.
So for me, a good seller is, one, if it's packed well, and two, if there is an issue, if they deal with it really quickly and in an appropriate manner.
Yeah, spider shop was good with me. I ordered the tarantulas you've seen today, guys. And because they didn't have calci worms in, or something wasn't in. So they was going to ship me a bit late, but then they said, "Oh, we've got something sorted now. We'll give you a bit of a refund as well, just for the long waiting a couple of days extra." And then they ended up sending it next day. So obviously they covered themselves and obviously complimenting me as well with a bit of a discount as well. So a big shout out to Spider Shop for that. Really, really kind. Something I didn't have to do, but I did it.
If you use capital letters, Scott, and then the number 5, you get a little 5% off it at Spider Shop.
Oh, nice.
And then channel members get 15% off with Spar Spiders.
Have you got any discounts for Ling's one? Because I'm going to be buying from her next week, so I need some discounts there.
We might do. Are you following UK tips as well?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Are you following you that shows UK TikTok?
I've literally came across you today on TikTok for the first time, so I was literally just jumped in here because I seen Scott's notification, so I'll drop you a follow in that after this.
No, are you following the invert shows one?
No, but I can do after this live today.
Okay. So they're running. Can I say it, Scott, on here?
Yeah. You don't have to ask.
The invert shows UK. I'm running a competition on TikTok right now and Facebook. Are you going to Bristol show?
No, I live in the East Midlands. I don't drive at the minute, so I'm stuck over here.
So I'm giving away an experience to swim with crocodiles.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that.
I love that. I love that kind of stuff, to be honest.
Yeah. So on the Invert Shows UK TikTok channel, I'm giving away an experience to swim with crocodiles on Saturday, the 26th of July.
Where's this coming? Did it go into Bryce Norton? Is it Crocodiles of the World by any chance, or
is it what?
Is it from Crocodiles of the Crocodiles of the World in Bryce Norton?
No, this is from Reptile Zone. So what the winner will be doing is they will be going with me to go and swim with crocodiles. Then in the evening there is a pre-show meetup where everyone can get pissed and Larry and have fun and socialise with all the traders and me and Scott and everyone else. And then on the Sunday they go to the Bristol show.
I'm over there on the Saturday night.
So,
shut up, Scott.
Let's bring the dogs in. It's pushing down.
But yeah, I'll be there on the Saturday night. So yeah,
if I could get there, I'd love to go to the Bristol show. But like I say, I'm in the East Midlands at the minute, so it's a bit out of the way. I don't really know anyone this way driving. So
if you are going, if you're going on these,
you're in the community. Join Scott's community WhatsApp.
The meetup is
I'll have to get the link off Scott in a bit. I'll message him on TikTok later for the WhatsApp link or something.
I'll do it now.
I was just going to say,
CS35.
Maybe not. Sorry, not for this one, but I will be going to the Coventry show. I'm also in the East Midlands, so if you wanted a lift, you're more than welcome.
Oh, I appreciate that, Alan, mate. Thank you for that. Thanks, Alan, mate. I'll drop you a follow. Where can I get your socials, Alan? Are you in Scott's group, the WhatsApp?
I'm in the WhatsApp group, and I've got a channel on TikTok. It's small, and it's just starting, to be honest.
I'm the same, mate. Mine's small and just starting, but I'll drop you. Is it the same thing? Memorable Misfits, is it?
Sam?
Yes, and I will give you a follow back.
Sam,
Appreciate
I
it, mate.
can't message you. It says that you're not allowed to send you messages.
You can't message me where?
On TikTok, I'm not allowed.
Oh, let me drop you a follow. One sec. I'll come back in. I don't know how I'm going to do this, guys. One sec.
Just rejoin with the link. I'll put it back in the comments. Tanya says, I've had a couple where the spider isn't the gay that us they showed, but I've looked after them anyway. Oh, lovely. My Hogna radiator ate her egg sac yesterday after holding onto it since the start of June.
Down.
Probably why. Generally, it's like 3 weeks and then out come the baby.
Put off on the side, so
Jeremy is taking a little bit of time out
on that side. Can you get me the umbrella?
for university, so we're all like eagerly awaiting his return. What's going on, Charlotte? You've been there ages. We're not had a chit chat.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. How's the connection?
All right. I've not really added to
Look
it
at
or done anything recently. I've just moved them all upstairs to get space to do things.
You still doing the garage?
Oh, there we go. I'm still there.
Well, I am, but now I've got this room. I've kind of put it on hold because I've got the space in here to do what I want to do while I finish that off.
No,
Yeah, Ling, I'll doing all that after this live. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
give you a lot of
cool.
time.
Well, I'll know when you want to come
And
in.
lots of space.
At least you ain't got to rush it. You can just take your time and.
No, exactly. I mean, I've moved everything up here apart from I've got a Calyx unit that's got all my adult tarantulas in, and then my 2 boas are downstairs as well because they're big tanks. I didn't want to move them upstairs.
What t-shirt you wearing?
Me?
Yeah.
It's just the black. Just I don't have one yet.
And I'm trying to get stickers. Who's got stickers?
Yeah. Look, your sister-in-law ain't wearing the Spiders t-shirt, mate.
What? Put it in. Put it in here. Then Mabel
Scott?
But you've got to. It's a requirement.
I'll get one. I think I'm working Coventry shows, so I'll get one for them.
Luke's not going to be there.
Can I ask you a question, Scott?
Yeah.
Can you remember you sent somebody a message for me about making some shiny labels? Shiny stickers, sorry.
Yes.
Did you hear anything back?
No. Aruna Exotic.
So I sent a message to the company or the page and the person as well. I've not heard nothing back or no messages have been read. So I don't know if something's amiss.
I would say it's Claire. So I would say if she's not getting back to messages, that's highly unlike her. So I would say something is probably amiss. I'd say something's probably gone on. So yeah. Where did I used to go before that? Used to be a sticker shop online. I used to use all the time. Well, I can't remember. It's been a while.
Mabel, Ed.
Ling, are you wearing a Napalm Death t-shirt?
No, I'm wearing my old logo.
Did you go download, Scott?
Old logo.
I ain't got the money for anything like that, dude.
I was gonna go, but I wasn't paying up to do 35 quid for a day. I thought, what that?
What is Napalm Death? What is that?
My cousins went to the last Aussie show. They went there.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. Well,
I did
funny enough,
this lot.
Luke said last year after download, he went, Scott, you should come download next year. But yeah, I spend too much money on just like shows and stuff and crap.
Yeah.
And
I went
kids.
to Slaughter to Prevail concert. That was crazy.
But that was pretty epic.
Yeah, I couldn't understand what he was saying, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Right, Scott, sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to have to shoot off because my phone is about on its backside with battery.
All right,
I'll drop you a follow, Alan, in a bit, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Take care, pal. See you in a bit.
Well,
Right, I'm going to shoot off.
I don't know what napalm. Night, Alan.
See you later, pal.
See you later.
Good night. See ya. See ya.
Bye-bye, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye. I
Okay,
don't know
I'll-
what napalm death is. And
Dave,
Red
messaged it.
Cloud, are you going Bristol show?
Who?
Who?
I can't wait for Bristol show. It's,
Who the fuck is napalm death? Everyone's like going as if Lynn doesn't know who they are. Like, who are they?
I don't know who they are either, so I won't worry about it too much.
I am a drum and bass girl. I am a drum and bass junkie. I love jungle. Napalm death.
oh,
Ling, I guess you like to buy pendulum, then, yeah?
to put
Pardon?
it simply,
So I guess you like pendulum, tarantula.
Pendulum?
They're-
No.
they're a metal / alternative band, and they've been going.
No.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
like Ronnie Size, Mickey Finn,
I was going to say that, Chimpy, but nobody knows what graphic was.
Rollers, a bit of Aphrodite.
who are they?
What about Traumatic? You a fan of Traumatic?
Traumatic. He's a bit modern. I'm really
Yeah,
into
I
that.
got
I'm still I'm like 40, so I'm still stuck in my younger years music.
Oh,
When we
fair,
had
fair.
records.
She's
Shut
not-
up,
she's-
you're
she's
40.
not- She's 3 years older than me.
I thought she was
You're
about my, I thought she was
40.
about my, I thought she was about my age, to be fair.
What's that?
Don't you give her a big
I mean,
head.
I'm nearly 32.
Tell her she looks old.
My
You give
eldest
her a-
son is 20.
Oh shit, fair enough.
My
There's no
eldest
way
son
you're
is
nearly 40.
outside in his
Praise on rock, B&B lover, seen Pendulum in August, boom. I was
Nice.
raised on G Pitney, and I hate my parents for
I'm
it.
not a pendulum fan. If it was Shy FX and a bit of Congo Natty, I'd be all over it.
I tried doing the Shy Effects song because I've got ADHD. I randomly find myself singing songs to myself, and I was there sat on my sofa going na ni wo singing na na no 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 na ni wo na na no 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 on there oh no 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 bad boys in Alanda, rude boys in Kingston. Watch out.
I don't do anything. I don't talk about spiders on my TikTok. I'm literally just packing it with shit. Like it's
Yeah.
utter shit. I either mime music, I mime shit, I post my spiders. I don't give a fuck.
Jeez,
I think you was dancing, you was twerking or doing something the other day on TikTok. I think dancing or twerking or something. I don't know what it was. You was
Yeah.
doing something.
Why not?
Then why not? Fuck it. Fuck it. Why not?
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
in the jungle.
Ling, do you want the pissing down and rain I got round here? It's pouring down.
Not really. No, thank
as
you.
long as you're not talking about curly hairs, Louise, we don't give a shit.
No, it's been sent over to Ling anyway.
What? The rain?
Send the rain over.
We
Um,
can have a-
Was it the 12th of October, did we say, or the 13th?
No, I got it.
What?
I got it.
Okay, 13th, man.
well,
Cov is the 12th.
Oh, okay, the 12th. That's good then, because it's my birthday on the 30th of September, so I'll bring my birthday spendings with me and see what I can get.
It's always Cov show's been great the last couple of years. First year, this year, last year.
I was gonna go years back when I first started speaking to this start, but like I said, I didn't end up getting over in the end. Now I'm more this way, so it's only if Alan texts me that I'll be sound.
I think you're going to be asked to work it, Scott.
Oh, we meant me then.
I think you're going to be asked to work a table.
Charlotte, right? Just pull in your spider family bit, right? I was asked before you, darling.
Well, I'm driving everything there.
I thought Charlotte said Scott has to twerk it.
Working.
So you're doing what I did for Luke and his dad at BTS. But next year for BTS, because he wants to go even bigger, I'm bringing the van. I think he needs to with the mystery boxes. Hey, Mark, Spider Guy, hey, dude. How you doing, there?
I've never got a mystery box, just in case I haven't got a fucking clue what's in it. Obviously, that's part of the mystery, isn't it? You don't know what's in it. But if I get something and I'm not clued up.
You're supposed to have the mystery.
And it's like, if
I
you
get the mystery, but
and you get
what if you
something like an Ellis, you can go, Scott, how do I keep this? Ling, how do I keep this? And everybody's there to say, oh, you just do it like this. Job done.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't mind helping.
Scott, I messaged Dave. I messaged Dave's little beasties because I seen your YouTube video where you got a mystery off him and a decent sized slings. But I messaged him on Facebook, asked him if he's got a list for me, and he just looked at it and never said anything. So I was like, "Fuck knows what's going on there, pal." But
because Dave's similar to me, right? So if you get a message and you read it, and there's something else getting attention, like work, family, or a phone call, or something like that, it slips out your mind.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It's like I've had a couple of ideas recently involving some bits. So I've had to phone Ling, tell her, and then it stays in my mind then as well as. It's the only way I can do it. Do you know, mystery or another level of mystery box? Oh, fuck yeah. Going to carve.
Is it better to get a mystery box from a show in person instead of getting it delivered? I don't think there's much difference, but I did a pack more better things at the show, or...
Yeah, they tend to. Yeah, they tend to. Plus, 9 times out of 10 at a show, they're in a setup where you can get them out of the box and they're all right for a couple of days while you look at getting enclosures and stuff like that. Yeah. Whereas you get one through the post, you've got the hassle of they're in a pot, it's full of tissue. You got to go through the whole process of taking the tissue off and stuff like that. I get mine mainly from the shows now because of that reason, because you've got a lot more time to start going, oh, have I got an enclosure for it? No, I ain't. Shit, I need to go buy something.
That's probably my plan now. But as far as like keys go, I'm gonna obviously make a purchase with Ling's Zoo, whether it's called Zoo on the Road or Zoo Travel Away. Then I'll pick some up at the invert show, and then I'll take a bit of a break for a bit because I know I've got that much stuff going on with reptiles and geckos, and I've got hog noses coming this week. I've got crested geckos coming this week. I've got fucking loads of shit coming.
What else? You just said you got ADHD. What else you gonna do? Sit, get bored, watch the telly, and just stand up and walk around the house, go back down, sit down, get back, walk around the house. Fuck that.
At the minute, I'm currently sat on the fucking floor because my charger's like 30 centimeters long, so I can't even sit on the sofa. So I'll probably have piles after this. I'll have piles after this life. Fucking joke.
Andy, I don't think I've got anything I can change it to at the moment. I don't even know if I can from there. Hold on, let me.
I need to go because I've got a meeting.
Scott, Andy has spoken.
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at.
Can we make us bigger? We're quite small on the screen. Why are we quite small?
Hold on, I'll show you why. Because I've highlighted Chimpy's comment saying spiders stock is unreal. Mate, Luke is just another level. When he sources spiders and shit, fuck me. That boy is incredible.
Is he uploading more spiders? Not got many jubies on his own.
Sam, turn your phone.
He keeps a lot for the shows because Luke is just all about the shows. As well as when he sources spiders, I've known him to go, I know what this is, but there's something telling me, and he'll take it to a taxonomist to get double checked to make sure it is the spider it is. He's him and Ling are like two of my go-tos because it's like those two are like talking to taxonomists. You can't.
I don't even know what I don't even know what fucking
look on something. I'll message one of those two immediately.
Scott.
Yeah.
because
Scott,
it might be my own innovation. Sorry?
He doesn't know what a taxonomist is. Did you just say that?
Yeah, I ain't got the foggiest what one of them is at the minute. I guess I will do after this live. I'll know obviously, but right now, no
So
idea.
a taxonomist looks at the systematic morphology and the anatomy of spiders, and what they do is they study them and do research on them, and they also work with people that go out into the field and actually find the wild ones.
Okay.
And they observe their behaviors and look at their bodies when they're passed away naturally, and they can describe them so that they can then put them into different genuses, and that's how they get their names as well.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool to be fair.
Yeah, and it also teaches us, because they can put them in certain genus, it then allows us as hobbyists to rehouse those spiders correctly.
Yeah. 1 sec, there's got to go on my cat.
I need to go because I've got a meeting in a few minutes.
No, Lottie, rude. So rude.
Bye.
Take care.
Yes, darling, appreciate it.
See you later.
Take care,
Next
bye-bye.
time we'll
Bye-bye.
do a little tour around your stuff.
Okay.
You will find that people in the British Tarantula Society, some of them are taxonomists as well,
Okay.
and they describe spiders. And you've got the Paraphosidae Research Centre, which is over in Europe. They are taxonomists. So they study spiders. They look at where they come from. They look at their locale. Where you'll have a spider that's a species like Ornithoptene species Veronica, that's not a described spider. That is a species of spider, and from wherever. Usually, they're usually like species named after where they're from, like Langkawi and things like that. But then when they're described, they then get given their actual name. So we had Tulibrachius species electric blue, but now it's Tulibrachius natanacarum because it's now been described, because it's been studied.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so they're quite important to the hobby. They help with conservation as well.
Do you do it yourself, and do you go out to like Thailand and Asia and stuff, and obviously have a look at stuff? If you go
No,
that
I
way.
don't go out in the field. No.
Okay.
I've I'm heavy on the articles and reading research papers, and I'm heavy on looking at statistics, data, turning data into information, then referencing it from that to that to that to that to make sure that everything's cross-referencing properly.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm getting a jumping spider as well at the end of the month. I've never had one before, but I just thought, why not? I know they don't live as long, but I thought we'll get one, see what it's like as an experience. I guess we'll see what happens.
I'm a geek, and that's the reprobate.
Chris is reprobate. Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, but I'm the geek. I'm a big geek. And
any you got Grand Kraken available, Juvis, says to that.
I don't.
Check out Sparks
Graham
again.
Potter might.
Oh yes, Graham. Buggery.
Yes, the buggery might.
There used to be a guy, I can't remember who he was. He was on the Facebook, that Ragged Cheese one, and he used to have lists for days. He had that many lists. He could just message him and say, "Have you got this?" And he's like, "Boom, yeah, boom, send it." I can't remember what his name was.
Probably Kev.
Oh wait! It was there was one guy called Dave, and there was someone who dropped a load of teas after me once. It was you know the big guy, looks like a bike. It looks like the Undertaker, but his wife's small, and she's got a problem with her hand. One of them. I think she was born with it. You know where like they have a finger missing or 2 fingers missing.
No idea.
No idea.
Oh, they used to go to all the invert shows. And everything.
Are you talking about Hadley?
I don't know. He's a giant guy. Looks like the Undertaker, and his wife's really small. I don't know. I don't think she's a dwarf, but she's a bit bigger than a dwarf. But she's only got one hand. They drove to Leicester from wherever they lived. I think they live Northampton.
I Don't
I
know.
can't remember what his name was.
Sexy, will you the fidgety thingy, Bob?
No idea.
No, I ain't got a clue.
Where are you getting
We
your
do-
jumping spiders from?
doing
There's
a
a lady. There's a lady called
mystery.
Jo. She went to. She worked at the last invert show. I think she's working in Bristol as well. Joe's Spiders. I think it's called Jumping Joe Spiders. She breeds like all
Yeah.
different genuses of jumpers. But she's done me a good thing. I'm getting an enclosure with like custom little bits in it, you know, like a coffin, a Ouija board, all little bit. And then the actual spider itself, 40 quid and then 12 deliverer. I thought that's all right.
Oh, fucking God. One of my tree frogs is on the glass. Literally, fucking all 4 legs akimbo.
What is it? You got the white tree frogs, Scott? Or green with red eyes? You got them one?
These are the American common tree frogs.
Oh, okay.
2 males, so I'm surprised they ain't started croaking this evening because I did spray them earlier. But
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm looking for females, and everybody's like, "Oh, I've got females," and I'm like, "What for sale?" Oh no! It's like, don't fucking tell me you got a female then.
I'll tell you to message Scott. They've got quite a few frogs in. Liver and Reptiles, Colville. They've got quite a few frog species, and I don't know if they've got exactly what you're. They've got tree frogs and all sorts of different frogs.
Birmingham reptiles.
No, Colville, Slytherin.
Oh yeah.
Young
They
lad
go
called
to-
Biden.
Yeah, they go to a lot of the invert shows. I was chatting to him at one of the invert shows, and I said to him, "I says, any chance I can come to yours to do a video?" And I can't remember what he said.
He's only a young lad, anyway, with glasses.
Yeah, good looking lad.
Yeah.
To be fair to him, yeah, and it just never happened for some reason. I don't know.
If you wanted to like video spiders and stuff, they've only got like a big cabinet. They've got nothing like crazy, no display pieces for these and stuff. They do charge a bit much. I paid £20 for a 2 centimetre mouth, which I couldn't have paid 20 quid for a 2 centimetre mouth.
But that's the thing with the pet shops, with the reptile shop, sorry. You have to pay for one, the fact that they've got the animal right there in front of you, and then you have to pay for the fact that they've got staff. They've got huge heads at reptile shops as well. But really, we're keeping up a huge tradition alive by supporting reptile shops as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I did a video at KBM Reptiles with those in common. I think that got like 1,500 views, 1,500 views.
Nice, man. Because I got my bow.
Mentioned the channel and they ended up giving them discounts and stuff. George,
Nice.
George has got a nice list. Says Jeanette. I live in Melbourne, just up from there. Says Andy. Jason grew up in Coville. I know Coville grew up in Ashby de la Zouch, just down the road from there.
Oh yeah, not too far. Ashby de la Zouch, yeah.
Oh, I like Ashby de la Zouch.
But yeah, I got my boa constrictor from there, and I put a Facebook post on their page about it. And then the breeder contacted me and said, "Oh, what did you pay out of interest?" And I said, $225. And he says, "I sold it on for $150." He says, "If you want any more, come to my morph market. I'll sort you out." So that was a good like little connection. If I wanted any more boas, I could pay the actual price instead of. But I do get it as well. Obviously, the electricity, feeding the animal, all that kind of stuff you have to take into account as well. So I do get it.
Is that Marvin Gaye in your blanket, Ling?
He's wet, so I'm drying Marvin Gaye.
I wonder what he meant then. Marvin Gaye's in the blanket. I was like, "What the fuck? What's going on?" And then,
The flower is called Marvin Gaye.
oh, nice. I was thinking like I didn't even see a man come on the screen. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
nice.
He is really cute, though.
Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye, say hello.
No, my two just come. I've got to bring them in from the garden, and they're like Dex rats.
What breed? What breed is it? I can't see properly.
He's a long-haired Chihuahua with a little tiny bit of Shih Tzu in him. But he's normally really floofy. But this is Marvin Gaye.
Oh.
He's all like wet and manky, so we need to fluff him up again.
It's a sound you can't take it to Bristol.
Alan, who is Memorable Misfits in the comments and obviously on TikTok, says, I just want to say thanks for having me on the live. Really enjoyed it. Hey, Osmeister, how's it going, dude?
Hi, Oz.
Hello, I can't say anything, but hello, whoever's helloing. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have piles after this. Jesus.
It's worth it.
Literally, I've ordered a tripod and a couple of bits. But I need to get one.
Definitely have to get a couple more frogs. I want a northern common toad again. I want a cane toad. Probably.
Yeah, cane toads are cool, but obviously you have to wash your hands every time you obviously put any toxins on the skin.
You just wear rubber gloves, but
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
when you deal with the tree frogs anyway, you got to wear your hands. So, plus I always say this, you know, if you're coming in and out your invert shed, there's going to be bacteria in here that normally you're exposed to. So it's just good practice to wash your hands anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, but I've got RO water, literally a little 25-litre container. So I just lean outside and just wash my hands in that, and then going home.
Because with the RO water, that's reverse osmosis, isn't it? I think, or the name for it, or some shit like that. But like, I've always given my reptiles this tap water. I don't really do anything too crazy, too different. But I guess frogs, it's a lot different, isn't it? Because it's so through the skin and stuff.
Your water in Leicester's different to ours. Yours
it's hard.
If I remember right, from the fish tank days, because you don't have to do much to it to get all the crap out for your fish, do you?
And I know when I had Malawi's, I didn't have to do anything because it was hard water, I think.
Yeah, Malawi to be fair, pretty robust.
Yeah,
you got to do something. You got to do something daft with your water to kill them off.
Yeah.
Or
I've got one.
Because you tend to keep Malawi heavy stock to keep aggression down.
Yeah, because the Mabunas will attack the peacocks. The peacocks will do vice versa. And it's just, but they are beautiful fish. They are nice fish to be fair. I've got one fish in my tank. I don't know which one it is, but it keeps taking. It's took the eye off two of my fish before. I've got two fish and one eye. And there's eating eyes. I don't know which fish it is, but trying to pinpoint.
What, you've got Malawi in there?
No, I ain't got no Malawis. I've got mollies and tetras and obviously the rope fish and stuff. But I do have what it is. I think it's the rainbow. I've got like a rainbow barb or whatever they're called. And I think it's that because it's on its own. Its tank mate died. It wasn't very good when I got it back from the shop. It was like a bit funny, and I couldn't ask to go back to the shop around a bit.
Because with Malawi, you get what's known as eye biters, and that's literally what they do.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the tetra that's done it, but it's not happened since. It's happened once, so I've just been monitoring it. But...
You got any tiger barbs?
No, I did have tiger barbs in it, but that was when I first set it up. Sometimes the only access I've got to an aquarium, aquatic shop now, is Maidenhead, and it's attached to the garden centre. And some of their stuff's all right, and some of it's not all right. They've got snakeheads in there, like Alan was talking about, but the adults, they're really cool to look at and stuff. And they've got tropical stingrays, but the stingrays that have been in there for like 2-3 years. Same with the snakeheads. No one's getting. They just sat there in the tank. And same with the big Oscar, all the other bits.
Probably just because the price is just a high.
Yeah, they're about $1,500 for stingrays, though. But obviously, your filtration's got to be on point. You need a crazy filter for that kind of stuff.
You need floor space as well.
Yeah.
So the tank that you need then suddenly doubles in price.
Yeah, because before I've got a 200-litre bowfront now. And before I had the tetras and stuff in there, I had a Cynodontis catfish, 2 fire mouths, and a Jack Dempsey. But the Jack Dempsey was, I don't know what it was. It was just attacking everything, going a bit crazy. So what I done is I just took the whole lot back to the shop and thought, right, let's just get tetras. You can have more fish, and it looks a bit better. You can have plants in there because obviously there's African cichlid or South African cichlid, South American, sorry. They'll chew the plants and they'll rearrange everything. And I thought, if you just want something to look at, just stick with tetras, plain and simple. So I've just kind of done that. And then the couple of mollies as well, because the big mollies are cool.
I think when I had the Malawi, I didn't keep any plants. I just had coral rock through the centre.
Yeah, rocks that can go in.
Yeah, it literally looked like a marine because I had power head set up. I had a power head and a wave maker. So
Yeah.
they cycled around like that, and we had an FX4 on it.
Oh, nice.
With a polishing pad, and probably about 250 fish in there.
That's all right. I worked in aquatics, but I was only there for about 5 months because the bloke was closing down. But due to rent, the rent was too much for what he was selling. So obviously he ended up closing. That's how I got my fish tank. He said, "You've been good to us. You've came in every day. You've not had a day off sick. You've learned a little bit." So he says, "The fish tank's a display tank. It's supposed to be 650. I'll do it you for 500 quid." So I was like, boom, down. And he delivered it as well, so I couldn't complain too much with the stand as well. So that's what kind of got me back into it. But I realised that of all the fish in the aquarium, we had all sorts in there. It was a small tetra. I can't remember the species of it. It might have been penguin tetra, I think. Every time I put my hand in the tank, it was attacking me, and I thought, "You little bastard." It don't hurt, but it just feels a bit. It feels a bit funny, and I was thinking, "What the fuck it is?" Because obviously, most times when you work in aquatics, like Aaron will probably agree with, or Alan, sorry, he'll agree with, always just cleaning the glass. You're just cleaning the glass every day, fucking sponging it down, getting the razor blade, cleaning the algae off, and then you're feeding fish and bagging fish. That's all it is, really. You're not really doing much other than bagging fish. But it was all right. It was a good little job for a bit. It was decent.
Are bred Jack Dempsey's and the electric Jack Dempsey's.
I love the Jaguar Cichlids as well. They're really cool. Aggressive.
The male ripped my thumb open, but bit my thumb. Fucking blood everywhere.
Yeah, they're aggressive. Them Jaguars and that as well.
My goldfish had to be put to sleep last week. Had him since I was 16. I'm now 36. R.E.P. Billy. Cost me a bloody fortune. Pick up stones up and spit them.
It cost you a fortune to put him to sleep.
Three tanks cracked. He cracked 3 tanks by firing.
What, the goldfish did?
So she said.
Oh, right. The tanks cost you a fortune.
Yeah, the goldfish has got an ammunition. He's got an anti-tank gun on him.
I thought you meant it cost you a fortune to put it to sleep.
I've got friends with like their fish tanks are like. I mean, Darren's is 8 foot long by 3 foot across by 3 foot tall. He's got huge catfish and a shitload of koi in there at the moment. And me and my mate had to carry that down a garden. We managed to get it round the back with a load of us, but then to get it through the gate, it was only 2 people could hold it because nobody could hold it at the sides, and we were all the wrong side and stuff. Oh, mate, literally hands were bleeding, and then we got it through into his back room. We had to take the window out and then got it in. That was about 8 years ago, and we've told him it's never coming out.
Because I worry, I do. The bigger the tank, the more water that's going to go over your floor if it cracks. Or that's what I worry about.
Fuck it. I've had right messes with water with fish tanks before now, and it's happened. And
oh shit, I'd be going crazy.
Yeah, my mate is some foot. So he had something like a 4 foot fish tank, literally 3/4 of it just emptied on his living room floor.
Oh wow.
But I mean, I've got a little bit of room in here for some tanks, so there is some fish tanks happening in there, 100%. There's an extra special one happening in October, which is you'll see on the channel. But that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Do you do live often?
Sorry?
Do you go live on here often, like these boxes and stuff, or is it just once a week? How do you do it?
What, on YouTube?
Yeah, how often do you go live and obviously do all these little bits like in the community and that?
So we still go live on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, and then we do a mix of like having guests on, or we do an open mic night like tonight. I mean, having guests on are good. It's nice. I enjoy it. But open mic nights when different people come on, that's where we're at.
Yeah, that's nice. That could be a laugh, can't it?
Yeah, because especially like if somebody comes on and wants basic understanding, they can ask me, and then if they want a real in-depth look at it, they can get a link.
Yeah.
And especially with the eclectic mix we've got in the comments, everybody knows something somebody else doesn't, so it's really, really good community.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's good. That.
And then in the WhatsApp chat, I put a link in. Everybody just takes piss out of me when I comment on anything.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm debating to do a bath communal, to be honest. I've always wanted to do a bath communal, but I'm just trying to think. Because apparently I was told, I don't know how accurate this is, obviously you guys are going to be able to advise me better. Apparently, obviously, once there's so many males or females, you have to start taking stuff out the enclosure. The egg sacs won't be laid. You won't be able to get any babies. The males will eat everything. You need to take stuff out. And I was thinking, why would the communal take it out?
Where do you get your information from, Sam?
Have a guess.
No, please just say.
Not TikTok. Not who I'm thinking with the let's set up the Nora Tabelis.
Well, she just done the educational talk at the show last week.
Okay, so she's been keeping for a year, maybe just over. Scott's been keeping for 7, and I've been keeping for 20.
Yeah, well, obviously, I didn't. Obviously, I knew Scott, but obviously, I didn't. He's not active on TikTok, which obviously hence why I came on tonight and stuff. And
you see now. I mean, I'll go into Dave's lives every now and again, and that is about it.
Is that Dave's?
Yeah, I found a lot of the other TikTokers, not everybody, because I haven't been able to watch everybody, obviously, but the ones I've seen, there's a lot of handling which I'm against.
Yeah, I don't do any of that.
I'll handle the spider to get the views. I don't like bullshit like that. I also don't like it if somebody messages me and I give them information and then they put it into a TikTok video, and pass it off as their own information. Now, if I'm on a live and if I say, "Oh, this, and this," I will, and if it's like pretty new, I tend to go, "I got that information from Luke over at Spy Spiders. I got that information from Ling." I don't like to do, let's say, look at this, and you're looking at the spiders.
You give credit where credit's due. That's what you do.
Then you can hear this in the background because they're googling it and they're literally reading what Google says. Which is great, but I really like to watch a live where if they go to Google, they go to Google, but I want to listen to the experience of somebody keeping that spider, because the experience of keeping that spider 9 times out of 10 is completely different to what Google says. So
it's because as well what they've done as well.
20 experience, right? So who am I going to talk to about Asian fossorials?
Yeah, Lynn, yeah. Because what kind of happened, obviously, I asked about the Balfour, and then she said, obviously, you got to take some out and stuff. And then there was a lad in there who's got burns, he can't look after his own burns for a start. He wants to get a tarantula now because he's seeing her have one. And she says, get a Theriposa blondie because he wants a bird eater. So he's now going to go out and buy that. And I said to him, bro, you don't want to get that. He's like, well, she said it's a great, I said, it's not a great spider, not for someone new at all, not in the slightest. But he's going to go out and buy one, so we'll see what happens.
When you join WhatsApp, right?
Right.
Give me a message. When you join the community, I'll speak in the group. You'll see that I'm speaking in the group, and just give me a message, and we'll just talk. Yeah,
because obviously I want to do things. I don't want to do it like half-hearted or mess something up as well. Because obviously, Balfour is cost a lot of money.
And what I don't know, I'll point you in the right people to tell you as well. All right?
Yeah, appreciate that.
We'll do it that way. And then that way, you're getting masses of experience, which is like where people have had a nymph all the way to adulthood and they've raised it themselves from nymph to adulthood. And they've got full experience, not just AI Google answers.
Yeah,
the invert shows, me and Ling are part media team, so we help to organise who does the talks, right? So Ling, 20 years experience, did a talk on taxonomy of the spider. Fucking amazing.
Anatomy.
Same thing almost. Commentary show, I'm talking to somebody that's doing a PhD in entomology and has been on the TV on Nature Watch in the UK to talk about entomology in the UK and our own bugs. That's the type of level that we look for at the invert shows, and that's in front of how many people come to the invert shows? 2,500, 3,500 at a show.
Is Steve still making tarantula enclosures as well? I was going to message him. Fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm admin with him on his group.
Yeah, with him out. I'll
Same,
put you a
Rachel.
message.
Rachel, that
Yeah.
is exactly why we don't encourage it on lives or in the community, because children will try and pick up tarantulas and they might stick their hand in with a chilo or something
bit.
else. Yeah.
And then we get rep. And I've been saying that since I
Because
started.
you think about it, a Grammostola pulchra and a Ken Kraken, they're both black spiders. A child is not going to know the difference.
Yeah.
It's also a case of the child or somebody gets bit and they go, oh, that hurts. And the spider goes flying through the air, lands on the floor and it dies. And some dickhead's killed the spider.
See, look what Osman's just written. AI is the worst. It reads off the internet, but enough misinformation is read by it. It gives it as an answer. And that is what a lot of these educational influencers read, and then they pass it out as their own information, and then it's fucked. And then they're passing it to other people. And then you think of all these spiders that are in multiple homes, all having this husbandry because they've learned it from one person. For example, that Ornithoctonus aureotibialis, which is fossorial, you came onto this live and told us it was arboreal.
Yeah.
See what I mean? So
yeah, true.
About all of these spiders that are aureotibialis being rehoused because they've just
was
higher.
And Lynn will hate me for saying this, but you're literally chatting to an Asian fossorial expert.
Yeah, because there was 90 people. There was 90 people in that stream as well, so that's 90 people who have that information.
Yes,
what Ling doesn't
plus
know.
the people that are sitting without entering the live, just sat there watching it from before going in.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
She doesn't make up. She goes to speak to European taxonomists, and these are the taxonomists are the ones that go into the actual wild, find out where the spiders are, see what temperatures the burrows are at throughout the whole year, see what the surface temperatures are, what the humidities are, and then go, oh, actually, this spider needs reclassifying. We need to reclassify it into this and rename it and show why it needs renaming and put the papers out there. And they're the guys that get their names put in the things like the British Tarantula Society. And they also, obviously, the World Spider Catalogue as well. In fact, if you go to the World Spider Catalogue and put in any spider, you'll see how many different people over the years have actually looked at that spider and then renamed it or reclassified it.
Yeah.
Just going back to the earlier conversation we were having.
Have any of you got the new species? It's on Spider Shop. Apparently it's really new to the hobby. I'm thinking of buying it, but I've never came across it. It's the Dorado Gold, is it? I don't know the Latin name for it. On Spider Shop, Lings, page 4, 40 quid for Ling, 3 centimeters. Dorado, I can't even fucking speak. Dorado Gold or Dorado Gold or something. It's literally a goldy blue tarantula, but it looks really nice. It's new to the species, but it doesn't in the listing.
Theraphosidae, species Dorado.
Yeah.
I've got a Dorado.
Have you got one?
Yeah,
I don't keep New Worlds.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't like them. Osman in the chat, I don't know if you can see him, he's called OC Tarantulas. He lives in Europe. Oh, okay, well he's in Europe. I think it's near Amsterdam. Am I right? But he's really knowledgeable as well, and he's got access to species that aren't available in the UK as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I can't. Osman,
there we go.
Does that come up now?
It's a Theraphosidae, species Dorado.
It's on Sling, page 4.
Stop it if I miss
Not in Amsterdam, are you? Near Amsterdam.
Page 4.
Go back one, actually. Go back.
Number 3.
No.
Got your scroll down, you might see it.
Oh, look at that.
It's 40 quid and it's a Theraphosidae species Dorado. I said, are you in Amsterdam? You're not though, are you? You're near.
There, Scott. There you go.
Right there.
40
right. That's nice.
That one.
I don't have that. Yeah,
No.
yeah. Osman's 15 minutes from Amsterdam, and the invert shows that he goes to are like crazy. Like he's got so much more availability in species that we can't get over here yet.
Here we go, guys, and this is how you can get discount from Spider Shop. Look, here we go.
Well, if you want discount, just put capital letters Scott followed by the number 5. Where's the show stuff?
What?
I can't see where it says the invert shows.
It did say on the front page, Bristol 13th or something. So on the home
Bristol
screen.
is 27th of July. Homepage.
Yeah, 27th. There we go. Look at that. Boom. We like this. We like this a lot. Oh, we can buy tickets there, right? 27th of July, Thornby Leisure Centre.
Nice.
Oh, the amount of sellers there is just mental. Absolutely mental.
You should spend some money there.
Shows going. Graham, Batmar. He's a lovely fella, he is. Real nice. Dead Set, Tony with Venomous Visions. And all the cheese.
Tony's into all his centipedes and that, and he's got
centipedes, millipedes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I can't wait.
I don't have any centipedes to scare me a little bit of money.
Osmond said, check out Blinker Monsters on Facebook and you'll get an idea of what's available over there.
Oh, yeah. Have I got Facebook logged in to do that?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's have a quick look. That's not right. You got a Balfour communal link?
Sorry?
Have you got a Balfour communal?
Yeah, do you want to see my setup? Hold on,
Oh,
let
that'd
me
be
put
cool.
Stay there. You're not really going to be able to see it because there's 15 in here. But you're not really going to. It's a long tank. Hold on.
They juveniles or slings or mixture?
They're juvies in there. It's a big long tank, but it hasn't. Well, they're not quite juveniles. That's why I haven't put that much sand in there yet. But as they get bigger, I'll be filling it up. Like it'll get deeper and deeper. But you can't really see it really. But I've got a massive dish, water dish, and it's all built up. They're all inside there at the minute. But this is like really big for them. I've done it on purpose. I've given them a lot of space on purpose. A lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't give them that much space, try and keep them quite tight. But I don't do that. And Jason doesn't do that either. Jason Haunt of the Collective, and he's got 58 in one massive
I was gonna put him in that glass enclosure I shown you earlier in my bedroom. But I got told no, because they'll fight over territory and kill each other. That was from the same evidence, obviously, I got from the tide.
No, because Jason put 58 slings in a massive tank, and they're all still there.
Yeah.
We've been removing males as and when we've needed them.
How do you know? Obviously, you just wait for molts. How would you know, like, if there's multiple in them?
The females will kick the males out of the burrows.
Okay.
So when the males are mature and they've done it, they tend to be out on show, and then you can just take the males. They tend to get booted out. Not one.
Then you just house them separately and you have a communal full of females. Is that how it normally works?
Pretty much. You
Okay,
can keep like a couple males in there.
What would they get at them? Or
well, in the wild, how do they reproduce in the wild?
Yeah, need males, yeah, of course.
So if they all live in the wild, if they all live communally, which is what has been observed by naturalists,
Yeah.
how the fuck are we getting more and more wild monocephalous balfours if they don't breed in communals?
Yeah, true.
The only thing is that because we're keeping them captive, you know, no one actually knows how they're doing, like what they actually require in the wild. You don't get in their burrow with them. You're not sitting there day and night. And I haven't looked, because I don't really look into baboons. I haven't read any papers on them because by choice, because I prefer to. But there must be a paper somewhere that says that they've sat and observed and they put temperature probes and things like that down the burrows and things like that to monitor the temperatures day and night in different seasons. Osman, you're a baboon guy. Can you chip in here? There must be a paper. There must be a paper somewhere on these that state, you know, seasonal changes and things like that, and observations of new babies coming out of burrows. Must be.
Because obviously people tried to communally do the N-Inti and the P. metallica as well, didn't they?
Spiders have been on this earth for over 380 million years. We've only been on this earth for a couple thousand or a few thousand. We're fucking nothing compared to spiders. We are nothing compared to spiders. Nothing. They were, as they evolved, they did evolve and they have changed over time, but very little, because they're pretty much genetically perfect for what they're built for. So humans coming in and then collecting these animals out of the wild, these inverts out of the wild, we're coming along and we're like, oh no, they can't have that. Oh no, they can't have this. Why the fuck not? They've been on here longer than we have.
Yeah, and they managed to survive. Yeah.
Spiders know best. Like for me, this is me personally, and anyone can like slate me or whatever because it's going to be their opinion. But my personal practice is, you know, if a spider's stuck in a mole, I'm not going to sit there with toothpicks trying to pull its skin off, because you're literally the exuvium, which is the cuticle that they're shedding off, they're molting off. Underneath is fresh cuticle, which is jellified. But both of the old cuticle and the fresh cuticle are still actively feeling its environment. All of the nerve endings are still connected. So you pulling it off is like me pulling your skin off.
Oh, yes.
And people say, oh, they can't feel anything. Well, how the fuck do you know?
Yeah,
that you can't scientifically find that out because we can't fucking monitor that.
Haven't they done it with locusts though? They say locusts don't feel pain the same way as humans, or is that just like an AI bullshit Google search kind of situation?
For what, sorry?
The locusts.
What about them?
You know, obviously a lot of people say they don't feel pain. Scientifically, there's something that says locusts don't feel pain the same as humans do, but how would they know that? That makes sense.
So a locust doesn't feel pain? Well, if they don't feel pain, why do they hop away?
Yeah, I think it's because people assume because people say they drop their legs.
They can autotomize. Yes, so spiders autotomize. Spiders autotomize. Geckos can drop their tails. That's autotomy. They do that as a defense mechanism so that they are able to escape without losing their whole body. So they'd rather drop a leg or a tail and fuck off, giving a diversion. That's just a defense mechanism that they are actually genetically built to do. It doesn't mean that they can't feel pain. Of course they can feel pain. When a spider autotomizes, what they do is they constrict the muscle inside of their leg. So inside of their extremity, they'll constrict that muscle, and that muscle will stop having hemolymph going through it. So the blood won't go through it. That muscle will constrict, it will start to tighten up, and then the leg falls off. So they actually cauterize that leg themselves inside their cuticle before it drops off. Osman said he's taken females out of a Balfouri communal and they have made hatched slings from being paired inside of the communal. So they can actually pair and breed in a communal.
Oh, wow.
What, and you can keep them in there without taking them out, though? That's what I'm asking. Can you keep everyone in?
Yeah. So you don't remove a hammock from a mother Balfouri. They are brilliant mothers. They are fantastic mothers, and they will mother them until they're really big.
And if I'm right as well, the males don't breed like normal tarantulas, but they lay their sperm on the webbing, don't they, on certain webbing things, and then the female comes
all male tarantulas will lay a sperm blanket, and they will ejaculate from their epigastric furrow. They will ejaculate onto the webbing, and then they will turn over, and then they will pull it up into their pedipalps. Every single male spider does that.
If that's a webbing, they'll sit on top, right? For want of better words, then they go underneath it and suck it up into the embola. Literally suck it back up. And
Other
then
way.
Go up to the
Other way.
They lie underneath it, and then
so they lie underneath it and ejaculate, and then they pull it up.
But then they pin the female up like that with their hooks, and then they start. So effectively, the female doesn't know when the insertions happened. I think that's why they tap away, because there's potential for the female to munch him, and then the little hooks just insert in, squirt in the sperm, and then the male fucks off as quick as he can. I've read that it's assumed that the drumming on the female's opicosoma is to soothe her and keep her calm. So it acts like a massage. So it actually just drums away at her, giving her a rhythmic feeling, so that she stays calm whilst he's about to penetrate her. Because when he penetrates her, it goes in and he hooks it, and it's like an elastic band snap, which actually hurts her, and that's why she pulls away really fast and goes. She's literally like, "Oh, this is so nice! This is so nice! This is so nice!"
What you know when you pay you guys, when you guys pay your tarantulas, obviously the females tend to normally eat the male. Do you guys try and intervene, or do you allow nature to take its course? What do you guys think is best?
I've not experienced the female eating the male as much as what media would let you think. I mean, I know what Ling will probably say. If you've got everything set up correctly, 9 times out of 10.
Because my GBB
going to do runner.
No, because my chromatoma sinus pubescence, my GBB, she's eating 4 males. She's eating 4 males.
There's a man eater. Oh, there she goes. What that boy should fill you up.
For Mixopus species from purple, she ate 2 males before she let the third male penetrate her, and then she produced a sac. The Discalus black ate a male. Who else is eating a male? Fucking Botanic Aram. She didn't even let him in. She just fucking snapped him right up. And then
is it the one that's hard to get?
No, the Von Worthy. My Von Worthy, she fucking snapped him up. And then we have who else fucking got eaten? They all just got fucking noshed up.
Oh, these spiders that Ling's talking about are like fucking rip your face off spiders.
Oh yeah, I do love it. I do love my Asian Fossauras. They are very spicy, very spicy. But as Osman, I completely agree with Osman. I don't believe we should be pulling sacks.
No, not one bit. I don't.
Again, spiders have been around for 380 million years. I'm pretty sure they know how to fucking mother their children.
What the fuck is that?
Is that dead, Scott?
It's a beetle.
Yeah.
Was it a death beetle?
One of the Egyptian sun beetles.
Oh.
I know. Bought 5. This one passed away, so I've kept it.
Oh, fair. But yeah, Scott, I know you don't watch Dark Den, Scott, obviously for your reasons you explained earlier. But he did a video yesterday, which I want to get Ling's opinion on. Since she might, or anyone in the comments might be able to answer it.
I don't watch it.
No, I know you don't watch it, but just based on the scenario I'm trying to give to you. So a female laid an egg.
Right, I'll send the link to Ling, and I'll go, oh, I did this and this, and then I'll go, it's pointless you fucking watching it though, because you know all about it.
What did you say?
there was a female that laid an egg sac, and obviously he was recording it, but he put a GoPro in the enclosure at the end of the tube, at the end of the cork bark, to obviously get the time lapse and everything, all that, you know, that shit he does. And she laid the egg sac, the mat down, and then started to wrap the egg sac, but then turned around and then ate all the eggs. Yeah, she ate the whole egg sac, she ate everything. And he didn't know why. And I thought, is it because the GoPro with the light was right at the entrance to the thing, and she's done it as a defense mechanism to say, you're not going to kill my babies, I'm going to eat them myself.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys thought. That's what I thought personally, but he wasn't sure what happened.
Yes.
It's not. I don't think it's fully understood to why females always do it, but generally it's thought that there is an issue with the egg sac, or you've disturbed that female, and
it's
again,
either predatory, deformity.
One of the issues we've got, especially in the home, is temperatures are all over the fucking shop compared to what they would be in their own natural environment.
Yeah,
but one of the things that I think about is if you're keeping them at the front of your house and you're quite close to a road and it's a busy road with fucking lorries, police and all the rest of it, that's not a natural feeling for the spider. They work off vibrations. So all they're feeling all day is this, and they're going, what the fuck? No, that feels massive. It's got to be a predator.
Yeah.
But that's just a Scott theory, not
all my spiders now. They can feel me talking to you and moving around. All of them, like they can feel the air moving up and down of me moving and just talking to you.
Did you get them LEDs from? They're cool.
They're just Amazon strips, but I turn them off and I only put them on for this live. I don't have them on all the night, every night. I only turn them on.
She has them on for when she's doing her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
They love it.
Oh, OnlyFans. Handstands.
No, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Oh, God. I'm not even saying. Oh yeah, I did see your TikTok actually about you saying you should start one or something.
If you go to Ling's OnlyFans and put Scott's inverts, you have to pay an extra 10%.
I don't have OnlyFans, Sam. He's joking. I don't have it.
You've probably got half the comment sections probably like on Google now. OnlyFans Ling spiders.
I think it's the last person on this planet I would expect to ever do OnlyFans. If she did OnlyFans, I don't know, I'd be in shock. Absolute shock.
He would drop dead. We're keeping you alive, so don't worry.
If a girl comes over to me and she's chatting and she gets a bit flirty, Ling just appears and goes, fuck off. And she's done it.
You roughly know, Scott, what Steve Thornton charges for his enclosures? You know roughly any idea?
He doesn't sell often. So the best thing you can do is literally drop him a message. And to him. Very approachable guy, very, very chat.
He's got a good chat.
Yeah, don't worry about dropping him a message. He'll get back to you sooner or later.
Yeah, man. Nice.
But he's just doing another Stranger Things one, and that's the first thing I said is, how much, Steve? And he was like, it's not for sale.
Yeah, I love Stranger Things stuff. I do. I've just named my gargoyle gecko 11, and I've got like a couple of posters and all that shit in my room. I'm buzzing for that. Nice. Yeah, I'll drop him a message tomorrow. Obviously, I won't do it tonight. It's a bit late, but I'll drop him on tomorrow. See what he does. I want Art the Clown one, like a Terrifier one, and then if he's doing strange things, I'll have to grab one of them off him as well. I think if he can remake or put his own twist on it.
I've got a Stranger Things one off him, and it had the Metallica in before it passed away.
Oh,
so I want to make it. I think I'm going to make that one into a frog tank eventually.
Have you got a video on YouTube with that setup?
Yeah, from a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had a few issues, so a lot of stuff died in my collection.
Yeah, so someone mentioned that he lost some. Was it the heat or something? The heat took a few things out or something.
Yeah, everything apart from a scorpion, a Euthalius species green femur, heart bacteria, porcupines female. Yeah, everything.
Jesus.
When it was
What was that?
sport,
This weather?
no, well, I've got a digital heater in here, right?
Yeah.
So if it goes off, you physically turn it back on again. But I didn't really clock that. So the daughter's pulled the extension out in the house, pushed it straight back in, didn't think anything of it, and then I say I didn't come back in here for 3 days. I think it was more like about 4 or 5 days, to be honest. And when I came back in here, it was like -2, -3.
Oh shit.
So it fucked. Yeah, I nearly gave up, but it was the wife was like, "Name that." I was like, "Okay." And then I found those alive, and then that was just like, "Oh, do you know what? Things happen." I thought, well, I need to tell everybody because things do happen. You know what I mean? Things do happen. You do well. I do fuck up. Everybody fucks up and kills a spider accidentally somehow, or loses a spider. So I was just like, do you know what? I'll document it and get it out there.
I'm just havoc alive. A lot of people say havoc. What's that?
When that happened, a friend of mine had a lot of muslings, and he's got a room. And it's a small front room going onto a big patio window. The whole wall's patio window. And he had a heating failure, and he had to go to his dad's for a week. And when he came back, it wiped out all of his spiders and all of mine.
Yeah.
And he just come back. He was well upset, and I said to him, I says, "Look, things happen. You know, I will put spiders here again. Don't think anything of it." So he's done similar to what I've done. So he's got a radiator, and then he's got a heat cable at the back of the spiders as a backup. So now I've got the digital heater, and then I've got this little oil-fed radiator as well. So this will heat this room. This heats this room up to 20 degrees. Not perfect for spiders, but 20 degrees keeps everything alive, and that's the main thing. So if I have another heater failure, if it gets unplugged and nobody comes and turns it back on again, this radiator automatically will come back on because it's manual. It's switches, not digital.
Yeah.
So, they're all doing wicked Osman, dude.
My room can get to like 6-7 degrees in the winter, so I've got a couple of heat mats and like the oil radiator that I use as well. But obviously, I've got Vivs and that to warm the room up. But it's stressful, isn't it, when you get shit like
that? Yeah.
I've got
content. Are there any channels that you recommend that align with your principles of spider keeping for Ling and Scott? Spider CH for me. Days Little Beasties. Yeah. Invertebrarian. I love Adam, man. He's good lad.
I need to drop him a follow tonight, but I couldn't think of his name. I kept thinking librarian. I was like, librarian. Why the fuck's he going to be called a librarian? And then I realised there's something similar.
I don't watch a lot of spider content at all because that's not my thing to go and watch at all.
Yeah, you do it yourself.
I like. I watch Heavy D, who does all the cars and the diesel stuff. I watch Maverick. He goes out into the wild and spends weeks by himself in the wild. I watch the lads that do all the survival stuff. They don't talk very often, so it's very therapeutic just to watch them working and listen to that. And then I'll watch Paul Cafaro, Fanatic, Predatory Fins, that
I'll follow Predatory as well. Yeah.
But the reason I like the raw content, original raw content with no bullshit, nothing set up, because I feel when it's set up, for me, it just kills it for me personally.
Ruins the whole video.
Well, you know, you got ADHD yourself, so's Ling. It's like you can see it, you can see shit other people can't.
See straight through. It's like some people will put an animal out, they'll stop videoing it, but it's their animal.
If it's set up like, oh yeah, look, you know, I found this fucking I don't know, this vending machine that you can buy tarantulas out of, you automatically know it's bullshit. and everybody else is like, oh, I wonder where that is. I want to go, and I'm sitting there going, I fucking can't be asked for this. No.
I've seen it. I've seen some videos. I think they're quite bad. There's some videos where they'll have, like, in America as well, they'll have garter snakes as pets or whatever, or fucking any kind of snake. And they'll go out in the garden, they'll put the snake under a bit of wood, and they'll come out and go, oh, look what my son's found. Look, oh my God. And I think it's got no fucking doubt on it. It looks brand new.
So like this down the drain, and then they'll go, oh, look what I just found. And the thing's half dead. And you're like, the fuck? And then you look and they've got, like, 3 million views on it. And then I'll watch what my lad's watching, and he's watching that video. And I'm thinking, you've aimed all this at the kids, and the kids are just loving it, thinking it's all real and just mopping it up. Yeah.
And any tips for avicularia keeping them alive? Obviously, people say that they don't make it past sling very often, but there's something about avic sudden death syndrome.
Alan, this man, looktarantulas.com.
Your phone's cracking up all the time.
And Andrew Smith, and he also does all the DVDs. DVD just here, so he does the DVDs. He's old school, but again, this is a man that has named spiders, described spiders, including finding the second pocket of Metallica. He goes out into the wild and literally has dedicated his whole life to tarantulas, not just
Andrew is amazing, and he does he actually does workshops for children on the rainforest because it's part of the curriculum, and he takes in all of these fantastic animals, and he really talks about all of them. He's so knowledgeable. He's actually taught me a trick. He actually taught me a trick when I was with all the BTS committee. He taught me a trick of what to do with a spider, actually, and how to sort a spider out, which I'll tell you about later because I don't want to advocate it.
Okay.
How to sort it out?
You've got this man here, Bugs and Stuff, which is Guy Tansley. Again, he is fucking amazing. Won't come on my live because we allow swearing, and he works very closely with a lot of the schools across the UK. Doesn't want it affecting his work or anything like that. 100% understandable. But there is, but that's love.com. Have a look on there. Fucking brilliant. Alan says, I'm a fan of research papers. Alan, you need to talk to Ling then.
I'm huge on reading. Huge. I do my 15-hour night shifts, and I stay awake by reading papers.
I can't concentrate enough to read. I lose interest about the second page. I'm like, if it's not got pictures in it, I can't do it. I need pictures to sort of keep me involved in it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Same. I need written spaced out a bit more than what they are as well to keep focused.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I love a book. Osman, how is your spiders from your massive mystery box that you got at BTS?
Oh, mate. I could have come in that box. That was
he had a massive mystery box. Huge. Oh, God.
Oh, talking about the buggery, the Orotabellis, that was from the buggery, by the way.
I'm hoping my girl's going to drop a sack any day. Hoping. She has burrowed down. She has started closing it off. So I'm really keeping my fingers crossed. And
see the leg there.
Yeah.
My Ephabopus.
So next molt, she'll be double. Well, next molt, she'll go in an enclosure twice this size.
Yeah,
Nice.
They still say that Link's still expecting it.
All right.
Yeah, my Ephabopus miranus, my skeleton leg, she's bonkered down as well. So fingers crossed with some babies from her.
Is there two variants of skeleton leg? Is there a red and a white? You're talking about the red one, aren't you? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the white one.
What are they like to keep?
No, there isn't.
They're
There isn't a
lovely,
variant.
really, really pretty.
Just common names is the issue.
They are optional burrowers, so they're terrestrial, but they do burrow quite deep.
Yeah, and are they old world or new world?
New world.
Okay, I did see that. I think they're pretty cool. A lot of people confuse them with the golden knees, don't they? Because of the
They
similar
confuse
patterns.
them with a samani. They confuse them with the Phonopalma samani. because of the stripes on their legs.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking with my hands. What the fuck do you do that? When do I do that, Neil?
Towards the last part of this year, there's going to be a lot of babies because there's quite a few of the females have been paired.
Do you have any skeleton legs on your website? If it is your website, the zoo on the go.
Zoo on wheels.
Paired up like females, Ling's paired up hers. I'm pairing mine after the Bristol show.
And what Scott as well for you, mate? What's an easy tea to breed? What would you say if anyone looking to get into it, looking to breed tarantulas? What would you?
Balfours.
Balfours and Psalmopoeus.
Yeah.
Because Balfours you can just leave with mum. You don't need to fuck around with the stack. You leave the hammock with the mum.
Yeah.
A lot of people pull stacks. I don't like. I like to leave unless I see them all together. Or some conformity. Then that's stack. But other than that, I'll leave in there.
And also as well, can you add different egg stacks? Sorry, can you add different batches of Balfour? Does it have to be from the same egg sac, or will you have issues if you don't mix egg sac?
If you do that, what you want to do is you want to create a whole new setup and move them all in one go together. So if you've got two batches of like commune, say 5 and 5 from two different things, and they're all living separately. You want to put them all, the brand new enclosure, all in one go together.
Yeah, so it's familiar territory, and no one's claimed it. No one's claimed that territory yet, so they all go in there together.
Yes.
Kind of.
The best thing I can say as well is always expect to lose one or two. Then if you don't, you're happier than you've ever been.
Yeah. And if you lose all of them, Scott, what do we do then? If all 5 of them kill each other off, then what?
Sell up. Go and do a TikTok video on them. Well, no, interestingly enough, with Psalmopoeus, I paired my female, right, several times. Probably fucking too many times actually, but she was receptive. She seemed to enjoy it every time. And then I was like, yeah, wicked. She got plump, and I was thinking, oh, fucking brilliant, gonna get an egg sac. She molted out, and I was like, oh, bastard. And then she dropped an egg sac, right? And I thought, yeah, right. Didn't get many babies from it, but she actually molted and produced an egg sac. Then she double dropped. I did not know about that. And literally, I was going. We were going to the Scouts 2 years ago with Spar. Well, me and Spar Spiders take a load of shit to the Scouts, show them guys spiders and all the rest of it. And I was going to take her, and I've looked, and there's fucking slings all over the place. So I spent like an hour before Luke turned up, fucking literally taking them all out and stripping all their enclosure down and potting up all these spiders. And then Luke came, and I was like, Luke, sell them dirt cheap on your website because everybody sells them like fucking £7 or £8. Do them a lot cheaper than that, and he did.
Oh, nice one.
Just so people can get like the in-between, one of the in-between spiders. But speaking about the Ephebopus Meridius, that's a good in-between spider to go from New World to Old World.
Yeah, Pam, there's a couple
of
underneath the car.
But that's a good point, Sam.
Sorry, I can't hear. Is that the OPT? Sorry, what's that?
Sam, with the Balfours, if it's a solitary female that you've already got, or a solitary juvenile that you've already got on its own, don't put that in with a communal. Only
no, I'm going to keep the one I've got. So
yeah. So if it's already on its own, leave that one on its own.
Yeah.
But if you've got if you buy a communal 5, let's just say, and then you buy a communal 5 somewhere else, then they go together because they're already a commune together, and then you can join them. Exactly what Oz just said. So I do think once a Balf is kept solitary, it should never be introduced to a community. Only put groups together. Only groups to go in, to join groups.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
If you put a solitary Balf in with a group, that solitary Balf will hunt them.
Oh, yeah, like your personal conversations going.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what Ling was saying. It was in the background, so I was like, what?
Yeah. So the solitary spider is more than likely to hunt the commune if you add it.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I wanted to do a communal because I've already got one to keep on its own. And I thought, obviously, I didn't want to add that anyway, just in case something happened. And it'd be good if I have got a female on its own. I can always pair that in the future with a male. So it's always good to have one aside in case the communal fails. But then I've still got a Balf at the end of the day. That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
It was Balfours that like pretty much shocked me because it was a conversation with Christoph from Tarantula Room, does all the enclosures and that.
Yeah.
Again, the Polish are always seem to be fucking miles ahead of anybody else when it comes to spider keeping. But I was chatting to Christoph and we were on about Balfours and we were on about egg sacs. Like, how does a female know if they're dead inside? How do they know if the humidity and temperature's right and all the rest of it? And he said to me, he said, Scott, he said he studied Balfours for years, and he caught one of the Balfours with the egg sac, and with a fang, it cut a slit in the egg sac itself, and then put two of its paws inside. Now, I don't quite understand the organ of the paws because I know they do a lot of sensories, a lot of like almost taste with their paws, if you like. Put the paws inside the egg sac, pulled them back out, and then webbed up that slit. And Christoph seems to think that with the Balfours anyway, that they're possibly checking one, humidity, two, to see if what's inside is actually still alive, and if it's dead, then that might be when a Balfour actually eats the egg sac. But he said he's seen it more. He's seen it a couple of times with Balfours, and that's it at the moment. But he said, when are you gonna catch your spider doing that? Because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna do it when it's dark. You know.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if anybody else has ever seen one of theirs do it from a different species, and then I wonder if they all do it. Fucking snails are out.
Could be back to like the vibration thing you were saying earlier as well. Could be back to that. There could be feeling vibrations, see if there's any movement within the eggs itself. Or like a heartbeat sensor. Big.
I think so, because Ling has success at breeding spiders, and then, you know, sometimes I struggle, but at the back of me I've got a factory. The front road that I'm on now is not a main road, but we do get lorries going up and down it. But Ling lives out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
That's what I am as well.
So her spiders, when it comes to vibrations, are going to be on the minimal interaction kind of scale with humans that you can possibly get anyway.
Yeah.
And
I guess if you play a lot of heavy metal music as well, Scott, that might go into account with the vibrations as well.
Scott, can you put the WhatsApp link in the chat, please?
I do like my heavy metal.
Yeah, I do like it as well, to be fair. I listen to all sorts of country music, heavy metal, drum and bass, everything.
I'm a nightmare. The WhatsApp chat is also only for over 18s. So if you're under 18, it's pretty obvious to us that you will be through just via conversation. You will be removed. We have zero drama. I'm just trying to work out a new rule to help calm the drama down even further. But yeah.
Any drama and you must give up your whole Tarantula collection for the
It's not what my channel is about. It's not what the community is about. If something's wrong, obviously it gets mentioned. But in that group chat, I like to try and keep as much of it out of it. But in the group chat, also there is people that don't get on with each other, but they're in there and they will talk and they will comment and stuff like that, which is always good. There's people in there that somebody else don't like, but they've never done anything wrong to me, so I can't comment on that type of it. You know what I mean? The group chat, a lot of laughs. I'm not always active in there. Ling's more active than I am in there, but I'm there if you want to PM me.
I'm there every day, all day, because I work night shift, so I have to stay awake. And in the day, I've gone past the tide stage, so I can't fucking sleep anyway. So
you do.
Huh?
There's a thing for sale chat as well. The raffle chat. There's other little chats. Ling started off a book chat in there as well. All I'll say is if an admin says something.
The book chat
admin
isn't
is
the book chat is not spider talk. It's like book talk.
Oh,
Okay.
it's kind of like what adults read them books that are like horror, fantasy, sexual, kind of fucking rapist, murderer, kind of turn you on book. Yeah.
If you're in there, don't get on, and you want to argue about it, I have got a get out of jail card because we have got a chat called offensive chat, which is like offensive memes, offensive everything. It's not monitored. So what goes in there, it certainly is not monitored. So we don't go in there and go, oh, you can't put that, you can't put that. We just do what they want. But if two people want to argue, you know, you can actually go in the offensive chat because it's offensive and argue with each other. But bear in mind, people have gone and then posted something and then they've left that particular chat because some days it can get quite dark. I'm all right. How are you, dude? Or do that?
I mean, it's not monitored, but I do watch what you say because it's funny. But
Well,
if it goes OTTTT, then I'll force you to go private.
I watch those. I don't know if you guys have seen them on Facebook or on TikTok or YouTube. The two Australian lads that tell like dark humor jokes. They say some horrible stuff. Like they say some horrible stuff.
Me and Ling have been in offensive WhatsApp chats that have like, I've got to be really careful because it's YouTube, but like snuff, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I got banned
like,
for being offensive.
And then Ling got banned just for what she was saying.
Because I was being offensive.
TikTok's like that. I've literally just got a 7-day ban from TikTok for saying the word lesbian. Fucking stupid. I tried appealing it, trying to say, how do you know what I identify as? But obviously I can't do any of that, so I don't have it. But mad. That's why I don't really like going live on there too much. It's good to build a bit of community, but like I say, one word and that was it. Game over. I thought, Jesus.
It's just people or TikTok panicking about upsetting one community and keeping, you know, pissing off another one and keeping everybody happy, and it must be fucking difficult.
Like one lad went on there and he's like, I'm going to show off my airsoft gun. He's showing off his airsoft pistol and the bandit.
Yeah, easy. When it comes to identity, if you want to identify and be called a teapot, I'll call you a teapot. Just don't expect me to believe that you are. I will respect your right to be called a teapot and treat you like a teapot in every sense of the word.
They're going to put hot water on them.
Don't talk about team.
Just people just want to be respected and called whatever they want to be called, and I can't see an issue with that.
Yeah, so I'm the same, to be fair. But yeah, all I was doing was pointing out words in a song, and someone said, ain't this song about lesbians? And I said, yeah, it is about lesbians. And then it was like, gone. And I was like, what the like, it's not even an offensive term. Do you know what I mean? Well, it's like me going, oh, this song's about straight people. And it's like, what? Crazy.
People get banned for like smoking on TikTok lives and all sorts.
Yeah, people have to put filters on as gingerbread men so they can have a vape. It's ridiculous. I think you'd
it's an over 18s app.
Yeah.
So you should expect over 18s activity happening on there. I mean,
yeah, because you
can't vape or smoke on TikTok, but you can show two people in a bare knuckle fight kicking the shit out of each other.
Actually, no, because I watched someone smoking on TikTok and he didn't get shadow banned or anything. He was just sat there.
Then you get a restriction though. So if you vape on TikTok, he'll get a private notification that his live's been restricted. So he won't get so many views.
I wasn't even vaping. I was literally sat here, but my light made a weird fucking hue, and I got a fucking thing come through, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Anyway, I am gonna have to end the live pretty soon because I'm up early to pump some iron.
He's off to the gym
again. Yeah, man.
I've got all my weights in the bedroom, but it's just I need to move them because I need more space.
That much weight, right? I ordered. Well, I didn't order. I said because Luke says, "Oh, getting your new t-shirts. What size do you want?" I says, "Oh, I'm 2XL." Look.
Yeah, go mate. Sound.
Fucking, it's like a dress. So
You probably need a large.
I said to Tara, I says, "Oh, are you going into town tomorrow?" She went, "Yeah." And I says, "Oh, I need some new boxer shorts." I went, because lads all know, you know, you put a pair of trousers on, and if your boxer shorts are too big, your boxer shorts fall down, but your trousers don't, and it's the most irritating fucking feeling in the world, right? So I said, "Yeah, get me some boxer shorts," and she's come back home, and instead of 2XLs, she's got me large, and she's got me some XLs, and she says, "Well, when you come out of XLs, you're going to want the large ones anyway." And I said to her, because I come walking back into the bedroom with a pair on, and I went, what size do you reckon I'm wearing? Like, taking the piss. And she said, XL. And I went, "No, babe." I said, these are just large.
Can you?
She was like, "What?" I was like,
where?
"Yeah, I've seen that." I was like, that pissed a lot of people off. They did that, yeah. I'm not even going to say it, but yeah.
I've never seen that.
Dave, are you coming Bristol show? By the way. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end the live in a minute or two.
Yeah.
Because I wanna get some protein down me before bed. 100 calorie shake. With
100 kilograms. 100 kilograms.
I need fucking medicine.
Nick says TikTok rules are shit.
Yeah. Like I say, for me, I'm trying not to go live on there too much. But my TikTok is for videos and shit posting. So that's about it.
You know what? I love a TikTok when I fucking shit post. I love shit posting. Because no one knows
TikTok,
what I'm actually thinking. I just post the most random shit.
There is a couple of decent creators on TikTok, right? But then the rest of it, it's like this. Let's say if you get 2 decent TikTok creators on spiders, you'll have a million of shit fucking ones. So what we need is more community members going out onto TikTok and just doing TikToks of decent setups, just so everybody else gets, like, who's watching shit creators will hopefully get more of a chance to see some decent setups.
Yeah. All mine are slings at the minute, apart from the Pete Doesn't that's only a juvie, so I can't really do too much for crazy setups at the minute. But with the Balf communal, I'll probably bang them in that glass.
Yeah. So she must be talking about Dave got flagged for distressing content for showing spiders, showing tarantulas.
People do, you know. Someone got banned for showing a snake.
How? Because there's a dickhead in America that will get 2 spiders and put them in a container and get them to fight on live.
Oh, he's a twat. He's seen that insect battles, isn't it? Or something. He put the mantis in against frogs and all that kind of shit.
I've complained about it so many times that he literally, if he's live, he comes up on my feed. I've been in his lives that many times. Nick says seen some shocking setups on TikTok.
I don't get when people do all the, you know, like the fake colourful purple, blue flowers and all that. I think what's going on? Do it, but
community guidelines. That's fucked up because you can't do it in the UK, but the Americans can do it, and you can watch it in the UK.
They say it's a phobia, isn't it? You're affecting someone's phobia, apparently. So
doing what?
Oh.
By showing reptiles, tarantulas, snakes, fucking lizards, anything, it's affecting a phobia. So get banned. But then people that go shark diving and show sharks, and when you go in the water, there's a phobia to do with deep sea. Them videos that are fine, you don't get nothing happens to them.
Yeah, there's people that go swimming with sharks with no breathing apparatus. When they come close, they put their hand on the nose of the shark and push them away. That's fine. I watched. There's a couple.
Scuba done it, isn't it? It's pretty cool.
In the winter time, we'll go to I can't remember the name of the river, but there's crocodiles. So it's like a 40-foot deep river, but at the edges, it doesn't look like there's any river because of all the plants across the top, but there is, and it's almost like still water. So in the winter, they swim underneath the plants, and the crocodiles are all just lying motionless, and they don't attack them because it must just literally be too cold.
I've seen a guy like that. There's a guy who lives in the Everglades, and he goes out and he gets in with the crocodiles, and his camera and he swims next to the crocodiles and they're just floating there. And then he'll get like species of snakes and he's like,
he said in the summertime, he said they wouldn't think twice. We'd be gone. But in the daytime, in the winter,
they're in like a brumation period, aren't they? Similar to tigers and that when they shut off into and stuff.
I mean, I personally think sooner or later one of them will get chomped. It's like that guy that lived with the bears.
Yeah.
You know, he loved them and fed them and all the rest of it, and eventually they munched him. It's like, well, they're not hungry and they're getting food here, there, and everywhere. They're fine, but as soon as they're hungry, you're dinner.
Indeed.
They're just playing with their food for a couple of months. That's all they're doing. Dave got banned for saying "well done" to someone for overcoming arachnophobia.
Wow.
I think on that, if you're not a big creator, if you're not a really big creator, thousands of followers, like that, if you're a little community person, you're just going to get banned for nothing. And that's what kind of puts you off about the app in general. Whereas YouTube, you can come on, you can have a laugh, you can do a couple more things on YouTube than you can on.
I mean, Dave's not got like millions of followers, but he gets thousands on his lives every evening and in the day.
Yeah.
So
which Dave did?
Dave's World.
Oh yeah, I went in there, but I got blocked. I don't know if he thought I was someone spying on him. I don't know. I just put "you're right" and I got blocked, so I was a bit confused what was going on. But I never met the bloke. He done anything to him. He's got blocked.
He does block people if somebody comes in and he's getting like loads of fucking aggro.
Yeah.
If people are reporting his live, he will block the last couple of people that come into his live because he does get a lot of hate.
Yeah, I got told he was a good person to go to, so I just put "hi, you're right, evening," and he read my comment out and blocked me. So I was like, "Oh, fuck knows. Whatever it is, what it is, isn't it? No spilt milk."
Well, I won't say too much, but maybe somebody can drop him a message or show him. What's your name on TikTok?
It's this Exotic Room 93. It's the same as this.
But there's I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a lot of politics on TikTok. So
yeah, I've heard about it. I don't get involved in it. I just go to support people. If I think they're doing good, I'll support them. That's all I'm there for. I'm not there for anything more than that.
Another creator and getting together with another creator and another creator getting together with them ones, and then they're all going into Dave's live because he had, 100 more viewers or something, just getting jealous. And
you do that. It happens. You get people that go in there and cause a lot of shit just to spite the other person, and I think that's negative. In the community, you should all support each other. If someone's doing something wrong, help them out. Don't fight them.
There's like Facebook groups, and like 1,000 people come into your live, and they all dislike it and report it.
Yeah, just to be spiteful.
And that's the whole reason that group's set up, just to go around and fuck people's lives up. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, support each other. If you see someone doing something that could be better, just message them privately and say, "Hey, look, I've seen this going on. Maybe you could try this. Here's where I got my evidence from to back it up what I'm saying." Do that. If people will sometimes slate on a live and make them look like an idiot in front of everyone else, and then it's just like it could put someone off the hobby. If you're a new person to the hobby and you do your first live and someone's like, "You've not got enough of this," or "That's not right," and then it puts you off.
What I'll say about Dave is when he's turned around and he says he's got screenshots and all the rest of it, he has got those because I've seen them firsthand.
Oh yeah, I've heard about the drama that someone tried involving him, and obviously when you're in the community, you hear about everyone's politics and stuff. But like I said, I was just coming in on my own sort of thing to support.
The thing is, not everybody's not going to get on.
No, of course not.
To be honest, our hobby, yeah, there's a bit of drama, but it's pretty chilled.
Yeah.
Look at something like football or motorbikes or something, and the
or
drama
cars.
of them, he's like, what the fuck? Well, best mate, fuck me. The amount of times we're out because something's happened and we've got to go sort it out is unreal.
Even like fish keeping as well. You get it in fish keeping. Oh, you've not done the water change, or you've not done that, or that fish is too small for that, or that's too big for that.
The other day, we were literally, I got a phone call. Can you get here? Yeah, of course I can. Gets there, and there's about fucking 30 of us because one of the young lads has got his motorbike robbed. And I'm thinking, we've got fucking no chance. I said to my mate, I was like, what are we doing down this road? He went, the lad who robbed the bike, that's his brother's house.
Oh, shit.
Right. That evening, the bike was returned.
Yeah.
But that happens all the fucking time. It's just drama, more drama. And he robbed it because this lad had like said something, and that's the only reason. And it was like, but this lad, the lad that robbed it, didn't realise the amount of backup that would turn up.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we got the bike back. It's back on the road, and everything's happy. And it was a case of everybody shook hands and walked the other way. So it ended.
That's the best
well,
thing.
to be honest.
That's the best thing.
Yeah, of course it is.
Is anyone in this live at the minute from my area going to Bristol? Is anyone? I know Alan's not going, but is anyone going? Obviously, I've never been to an invert show before. I'm happy to pay petrol or whatever if someone's my way, like East Midlands, Leicestershire, Leicester, whatever.
Join the WhatsApp group.
Oh yeah,
You'll
yeah.
Join the WhatsApp group.
See if anybody's going. I mean, if you could get the hotel Saturday, Sunday, and then you could get train Saturday, train Sunday, but then
it's because I've just spent 300 quid on. I've just spent 300 quid on the Luchi gecko, so I don't know what I've got exactly to spend, but I've got about 200 on the Leechy Honest gecko. The giant geckos, yeah. So I've got one of them, and then obviously
too much whether to go to that Hampshire show. I'm glad I didn't because I had MOT failure.
Oh.
And then I had to have 2 new tyres, and I suddenly snapped a suspension spring because even though it's a Saphira 2-litre turbo, I still drive it around like it's the Leon FL with stage 1 on it. So I hit a fucking pothole. Fuck knows what speed I was going. It was only me and Tara in the car. And yeah, at the time she said you broke something. I was like, nah, you ain't. Yeah, I think he snapped the suspension spring.
Jesus.
Husband says I'm close, taking the piss. He says I'm close to you. I'll pick you up. He lives in another. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate the support. Yeah.
He does travel over from Europe to England for some of the shows.
What would you guys say is the best? What would you guys say is the show of the year? Like for inverts, what's a standout show that you must go to?
Fucking hell, all of them.
No, but is there not one that like the biggest one that gets
BTS?
Bristol, I love Bristol.
All of them. All of them are massive. So the shows that you want to get to are the Southeast Arachnid show at the start of the year, the British Tarantula Society, because it's been going like 40 years. It's massive. It's epic. And then every single invert show.
Yeah. Where are they normally? Like community centres, schools?
Right, BTS next year, because you'll be a lot further into the tarantula hobby. Save up 100 quid, get to Spar Spiders and buy a £100 mystery box because it's at least double value. This year he did double value, and then some of the boxes had an extra female in.
Spar Spiders at Bristol.
Have a look at my videos when I unboxed them. They're fucking mind blowing.
I'll have a look at that. Is Spar Spiders going Bristol?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I can get down there, I'll get in the WhatsApp. If I can get down there, I'll get some off.
He's a good lad, Luke. He's got to make a living, but that's not why he's there. That is really not why he's there.
I think I might have seen Luke before. When we used to do all YouTube stuff and Jaden Grindler and that you should on. I swear Luke was in a video with Jaden at one point doing something.
He's me and Luke have done hundreds of lives together, and then
I know
obviously because he only lives up the road, so I've been to his and done videos at his a few times and all sorts.
Oh, wicked, man! I'll have to check some more of his stuff.
Yeah. Right, I am gonna have to call it a night, unfortunately, because I want to go to bed because I want to get up with stupid.
Been a pleasure anyway. Thanks for all the advice and help, and I'll get in the WhatsApp group after this.
Black and Boys Day in the morning.
Oh yeah, always a back day, mate. It's always a back day. That's it.
I like bad days. Love bad days.
So,
it's just the amount of weight you can just fucking grab and go.
I do. Was it what they're called now, rows with dumbbell rows I do for back. I think the lat pull down's all right, but it's a bit overrated.
No, well, where your lats are, if your lats that shape, your dumbbell rows does here, your lat pull downs does this area.
Yeah.
So you're doing both.
Oh yeah, true. Back it both in.
Smash them both out. I mean, we've got the gym where all the machines that the handles move like free weights.
Yeah.
So we've got a pull machine, and then you can do one arm and then do the other one, and you put your 20-kilogram weights on it and just fucking rep them out for days.
Find it better to do one arm sometimes. You can work a bit better on stuff.
But you want to do one arm, and you want to make sure the other arm's doing the same. Otherwise, you'll have one side stronger than the other.
I've got that already. I've literally got that as well.
I don't do one arm only. I'm doing them both at the moment. Again, just to build up the muscle, because it's been.
Someone told me, a personal trainer said to me, they said, start with your weakest arm every exercise, because then you'll get the muscle memory that arm starts first, and then do an extra rep in your left arm just to catch up with the stronger arm. I don't know how great that is, because apparently if you say I'm right-handed, which I am, if I always lift weights first, if I'm doing like a single movement with one arm, I will always do my right. But he said you get more exhausted and more tired in your left, and it's not as strong. So it says start every exercise with your left arm.
Do the same amount of reps on both sides. So if you're doing bicep curls, same weight, same reps, yeah. But if you're doing like bench press, your right arm's going to go up, and then you're going to hold the bar like that, and it's going to go. But eventually, they both go together. And to get it to happen quickly, just continuous training. So like 3 to 4 times a week, every week.
Yeah.
Because when I very first started bodybuilding, fuck me, I think I was about 26. That's what used to happen. So I used to have the 30 kg dumbbells. My right arm used to go whoop, and my left arm was like that. So I stayed on 30 until I was like this. And then I went up the weights, and then it was always like that then.
Yeah, it makes sense. Definitely.
It was leg day yesterday, so I'm feeling my legs.
I nearly throw up on leg days. But you've got to do them. It's horrible.
You know you're going to hurt, but while you're doing legs, it's just like, fucking beasting it out.
It's trying to walk. If you've got stairs in the gym and you're trying to get down the stairs to leave the gym, your legs are like jelly. You're just like, whoa, you can't really stand up. It's horrible. My legs are even thinking about it.
Well, I did chest midweek last week, and I can still feel it here because I just went hard. I've only been back in the gym 3 or 4 weeks, and I was just like, fuck it, fucking flies.
Yeah.
I smashed it on the cable crossover machine, flies, the fly machine, obviously bench press.
I've been slacking because of the weather. I can't eat as much. You're supposed to obviously get your protein in, mainly in your calories and stuff, but it's been that hot. I can't fucking eat big meals. I'm like, horrible.
Well, I'm losing weight, so it doesn't really bother me with the calories. I'm having about 1,000 to 1,500 a day, but I've gone down from 16 stone to 15 stone 1.
That's wicked, man. I'm at about 11. I'm at 11, I think.
6-7 weeks. I don't think it's quite 8. I keep going to say 8, but it's not been 8 weeks yet. But I've only been back training in the gym 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But muscle memory, even from 13 years ago, is fucking coming back like there's no tomorrow. Well shocked.
That's good then. On the creatine, good stuff.
Creatine, 5 milligrams creatine a day.
It gives me bellyache though.
But non-stimulant pre-workout, so no caffeine or anything like that.
Where'd you get that from? I can't have normal pre-workout because of my heart problem, because of the caffeine. Where'd you get non-stimulant from? Where's that?
I got it off Amazon. TNT Nuclear.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Well, I watch a guy on YouTube because he don't chat shit. He just fucking off he goes, and he tests all these caffeine shit out. And he was sitting there doing fuck all, had a pre-workout, and his heart rate was like 110.
Yeah, I don't need that. I'll drop that if I have that.
What have you got? Tacky, whatever it is, a febrile thingy.
No, I've got a mechanical aortic heart valve. So I have to be careful with it. I can lift weights. The doctor says I need to work out and lift weights. Obviously, I'm not going to be a giant or anything. But he says if you keep active and gain a little bit of muscle, he says don't try and do deadlifting competition because you'll kill yourself. But just keep active and slowly build muscle. So I have to I can't have any super caffeine products. I can't have too much vitamin K. I can't have cranberry juice. Can't have pineapple juice. That's pretty much it.
This is one of the things that pissed me off when I TikTok today. And this lad, obviously never been to the gym in his life, selling a fucking pre-workout drink, 392 milligrams of caffeine with no warning. Just going, oh yeah, gym gets you psyched up, blah, 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 blah. So everybody's like, oh yeah, I'll get that. And they're going to the gym like literally on the verge of having a heart attack because they've got 392 fucking milligrams of caffeine.
Just better to get melon salts. Melon salts will do the job.
But the wife's got 2 heart conditions. She's got that febrile one, which makes it fucking beat all over the shop.
Yeah, I get ectopic beat.
I think that's just because she married me and it fucked her up a bit. And then she's got the tacky one, which I kind of understand that a bit better now. So she can be sitting down doing nothing, and her heart rate can go up to 170 beats per minute or plus, and she can get pains in her chest. And it shows as a heart attack. The doctor.
So she had a pacemaker. Is she getting a pacemaker put in, or got the little thing that's?
It's not quite a heart attack, but it is a heart attack. It shows a heart attack. Yeah, she's got to follow she's got to go through the motions. But I got her the Galaxy Watch, so yeah, it was £200, but it was worth it because when she goes to the doctor, she's got all the readings on there, and it does the blood pressure as well. So she's got she can take.
I was born with my heart problem.
Sorry?
I was born my heart problem. I was born with it. So I kind of grew up to get used to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
mine's congested, I think the word.
It's the condition that she's got killed her dad when he was 34. So she's like shitting herself at the moment. But she's got to wear one of them things around your neck that monitors everything for 48 hours. And then she's more than likely having like it's not a pacemaker as I know, because pacemakers used to be quite big and boxy. This is a small disc.
Yeah, there's a little USB thing that can do an incision in your chest, and they put the USB thing in and it monitors everything similar to a pacemaker, and then they take it out after a year and then look at all the data it's gathered and then they go from there, kind of thing. Is it that?
This is a little disc that can then do something to the heart to bring it down.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that one. That's pretty cool.
So it probably is a pacemaker. I probably just weren't listening to her properly.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it all goes well anyway.
It's difficult. I have to really focus in on somebody when they're talking about themselves, because with ADHD, I'm like, literally, I watched that meme where somebody's like going, "Oh, I got ADHD, yeah, oh, squirrel," and they're gone, and it's literally like that. It's just like somebody's talking a serious conversation to you, and you're thinking, "What are we having for dinner?"
Yeah, that's what I do. Literally, what's for dinner?
And I get, "Have you listened to a word I said?" And I'm about what? You know, she's been talking to me for fucking 5 minutes, but luckily she gets it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a good night anyway, Scott. Appreciate you having me in, mate. Appreciate everyone for watching as well, showing support, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Just reading Ling's and Osman's conversation. That's interesting. But yeah, we're gonna end the live now because like Scotty boy has got to get up like fucking 6 o'clock and drag my ass down in the gym in the morning. Pump out some weighties. You in the gym tomorrow, Ling?
Yeah.
No, I've got. Oh, wait a minute. I've got mine at home.
Of course, I'm in the gym. I've got games. Yeah. I fucking come out of the gym yesterday, and I was like, I pushed myself so fucking hard because I had like a rage memory, which fucking made me absolutely fucking rage.
Oh,
and then I smashed it, come out, went straight to Sainsbury's, bought a whole rotisserie chicken, sat in my car in the car park and ate the whole fucking chicken, just sat there in a rage. I was fuming. And then this woman was looking at me as she parked the car, and I was there with a chicken leg, like, oh, you fucking bastard. And then I got home, and then I was like, what do I eat now? So
Should have bought 2 of them, Ling, next
I had
time.
a whole tub of cottage cheese because it's 34 grams of protein in one tub. So I ate all of that. And then I sat there and I was like, fuck, I better make my protein shake.
I had a McDonald's the other day.
Oh!
I eat whatever I do. Okay, fuck it.
I'm
I had a
bulking.
bottle.
He's
On McDonald's, I had a bottle of water and a grilled chicken salad. So it's like half a grilled chicken breast cut in 2 and salad. I ate it and I was just like, that's what I thought. I thought there's no point me even thinking about that again.
I would have been like double cheeseburger, 2 chips, nuggets, chicken salad, and a milkshake.
I'm gaining.
I could eat like a big meal and 20 chicken nuggets myself. When I was at 17 stone, like nothing.
Yes, to leave off the calorie. That's calorie. Get that.
But the chicken salad, because it weren't without the skin and everything, the calories were only like 200 and something, and it worked into the day. So it actually brought me up to 1,200 calories for the day, which was a good thing.
Where I'm going, there's a place called what is it? The Smokehouse, Hickory Smokehouse, one opening up in Obi in Leicestershire, and they do a single person platter, 30 quid, 2 wraps of ribs, beef brisket, jalapeno cheese, pork sausage, 3 smoked chicken wings, barbecue beans, cornbread, and mac and cheese. 30 quid. So I'm getting that when that comes up at the end of the month.
Mate, I could do the eating competitions and all sorts, and now I'm like,
Yeah, I do like the hot wing competitions. I do. I love doing stuff like that.
I can't eat as much as what I used to, nowhere near. I mean, I could have a full dinner, extra large Sunday roast, and then an hour later go get a packet of biscuits with a cup of tea, and then a packet of crisps, and then a chocolate.
I'm eating after this because I want to talk about food. I'm definitely eating after this.
But yeah, I am going to say good night to everybody. Thank you to everybody that's come up on stage. Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody in the comments as well, keeping it all going. Appreciate all your support. We have got that mystery box giveaway that we're doing at the moment, £30 mystery box. Get on it. Go check out that last video. If you're not in the UK, like Osman, you can still enter, and if you do win, you'll just have to donate to somebody in the UK. So if Osman wins, he knows enough people in the UK. But yeah, there you go. And I hope everybody has a great week, and we shall see you all on... Is Chris doing a live on Friday, or is he...
I am.
So we'll see you on Chris and Ling's channel on Friday.
Nice. Take care, people.
Our live, we do copulation, Sam.
Oh, wait. Is Chris the same Chris in Tarantula Rooms?
No.
Chris from
Chris is
Spiders of the North.
From me and Chris is Creatures from the North.
Creatures from the North, Chris.
Oh, got you. Yeah, now yeah, I was confused because obviously they're both Polish, aren't they? Both Chris as well.
No,
Yeah, got you.
Chris is Latvian. My Chris is Latvian.
Oh, yours is Latvian. One's got you now. Yeah.
Yeah, but we do copulation on our channel, so we do spider code.
Okay. I'll message